fire with fire, and they are setting Monye ablaze. They're going to carry on. Martin willing to challenge. They're getting down and dirty. Something has quelled some of that aggression by taking away Martin. Still, they have the man advantage for the first time in what feels like forever.
Fast flank coming through as well. You can see already progress outside of hookah. PRX got to be conscious of that now.
Clearing with both of them. That was fortunate not to be a collat at that point. Very nearby. Narrate needs to be careful because they've already slipped a little ahead. He might have heard Forsaken and he definitely knows someone's close by. So we try and evade that.
What? Did he just stepped out of the cove.
Oh god, and Device right here. They've got no idea.
That's done. Quick break.
Look, you can try and play PRX in their own game, but they are damn good at it themselves. And there was just some audacious moments in that.
I mean, it's one of those moments where Narrate's probably thinking, yeah, it'd be crazy if this guy just walks out of his own smoke or cove or whatever it is. Something able to get I guess a benefit of timing here. Avoiding the boom bot, unable to get traded because of the dismiss. But Monye facing the showstopper. You hear the audio cue. It's one of those things, and a tale as old as time.
You can do it once, you ain't going to be able to do it twice. Something now holding for this aggression. You can see him chomping at the bit though. He wants in. Tomasi. That was bold to hold that angle. Again, this is deathmatch. This
is the sort of thing that you want to see from K. You don't want to see them lose an opening, you want them back up and look to absorb a site hit. That's just not going to work versus PRX. They're allowed to execute onto you. I mean, Mindfreak's going to find himself a wide open A site here. The penny has dropped. First half, a 6-round deficit. Really seen too much of a switch up here from PRX, but still seemingly a decent read on the early round. Able to punish this aggression down A short time and time again.
You've got to change the scoreline somehow. Otherwise, the packs will be breaking from the heart just looking at that scoreboard. It's brutal to play against. Mentally, because you're trying to pick yourself up, be confident, take challenges against a team who are running you down. And again, a little bit of variation coming out from PRX here, looking at trying to adjust towards that B side. At least an early indication of it. TP committed to, it looks like. Actually, no. Going to decide to back away.
Now they're almost
Camera is on.
They've rotated, creating all this pressure, dumping all this util, but all it is a switch up towards B long. But Magnum's going to sniff out.
That was good information there in the Seekers, but they are going to go on this. I'm waiting to see Monye dive in here. They've got to know that Tomasi is still around as well.
Monye का इस देखा था भाई? ये अटक के चल रहा है यार थोड़ा.
You can see the layers there. Martin has found Mindfreak, but they've got the side control. You can already see.
Try कर रहा हूँ भाई.
For the
अरे बच्चे.
on the back line. We
720 करते हैं भाई.
Wounded, limping towards the site. It's just Magnum left alive, and that is just not going to work out. PRX, just outstanding right now. This is them in final full form in my mind.
They have plans on plan. I mean, it's almost automatic as soon as
Trailblazer
comes down long. Yeah. PRX know they have to be explosive. Capitalize on that timing. Get ahead of the rotation of KC. And again, you can't even really fault. You look at the minimap here, and when PRX freeze on this first wave, the first pressure out towards hookah, KC are immediately rotating. They know that PRX are trying to find these timings. I think now PRX starting to play with that a little bit.
Subverting expectations.
It's the pressure now. KC is so desperate to get a round winner. They want to be so active around the map. that they create these holes themselves.
This is that experience in play again. You know, we can give Eng all the credit in the world.
PRX have done this to countless teams. Countless
best in the world, best in the
world.
through errors at this point. Keep in mind, this isn't just, you know, a team that's only done it once during an X stint when, you know, the meta was X, Y, and Z. No, this is a historic team who's been able to do this over a variety
पीछे जा रहे हैं, उनको लग रहा है यही हिट होने वाला है.
Look at it now, Shin's smoked
Look
down
at
long.
it,
सिटी से रोटेशन चल रहा है. सिर्फ वाइपर बचा है.
This is all on the back of just the one wall coming through, but PRX might have a mystery here.
एकदम सही रेड
this
किया
could be it, but they've got to make it work with very little. Martin's got to be good for it. Spots one, lets him cross. This is huge. The discipline is here, but can he drop the bodies? He can, that's two. A third needed, not going to get it. They still have a chance here, PRX. They're up against pistols. What is going on? Something just flew in. Narate got a satchel kill. What the hell just happened?
Full throw.
One of the most bizarre MasterCard thrifties you'll ever see. Something seemingly thinking he has double the range with a shorty. Very bizarre. And just after crediting them, this is a total misread of the situation. KC finally able to actually win out in one of those scenarios that I was saying wasn't really suiting them up until now.
Yeah.
उनको कोई आइडिया नहीं था कि लोग बिलोंग पर हैं. अरे यार. Come on, guys.
I believe either side.
ऐसे
Yeah, Narate's got
rounds
his
यार.
something. Gonna go for it too. And now we're in a bit of a state of flux, aren't we? Things are a little bit up in the air. Are they going for those double fakes again? Are they just going to be, you know, pausing on, taking maybe a little bit of space? What are they up to? Lots of question marks. This is going to put Magnum through the ringer. And already Narate going to find something. So that's his opposing number basically removed, but the bulk of the hit is coming this way.
So Tomazi didn't actually catch the stun there.
Sentinel नहीं लिया इन लोगों ने.
The result in the pit coming out.
I mean, दोनों ने ही नहीं लिया.
Big ultimate to draw out this early on.
Bind पर without Sentinel खेल
Tomazi
रहा
did
है.
actually take some damage there.
He's got to be careful.
Among that exchange. Do have a third member here. Narate has gone across to the operator just to hold elbow, yeah.
There.
Problem for Shin. I don't think he's going to take too much damage here and actually rewarded.
Masi still trying to keep his head down. A little bit of spam, a little bit of a shot going astray is going to at least drop the pit for them. That's a plant now. Mind Freak and Divide. Ult going to be invested from Martin. He's going to try and lead the way. Can he spot these players out? Did he see Mind Freak slip towards elbow? That's the question, because he can try and divide and conquer. The flash is sent, they know it. This is good from Carmichael, but can they have one? Yes! Ult upon ult, they are investing everything. And now Divide in a 1v3. Flash still with Martin. That's about it. Yeah, that's clean from Narate there, that's fine. He'll be happy with that. And they've given themselves a window to work with, Mike. It's not much, but it's there.
He wasn't come out this with an 8-4. Feels like a bit of a miracle with how this half kicked off.
Yeah.
KC with a course correction towards the end of this first half. I mean, look at the timeline here. Very, very quick response here from PRX to apply this pressure towards Uka, but it's the Viper's bit that really slows them down. Forces PRX to reconsider their approach. And a crucial 4K from Narate. Really the superstar, I guess, overall so far here in Madrid. 4KC.
Guy's a standout player. Huge potential. For an early crunch towards A. PRX maybe waiting for that burst here. Yeah, there it is. Something they depended on before. Going back to it again, it was brutal. You saw it before, Monnier really ran rampant, but it was actually Magnum this time to hold him back. This is better, but he's not going to be alone. Narate's trying to close the gap a little here. Might deny Forsaken, he does. Yeah. Good work. Boombot to follow, but there is a squad of 3 staring him down. The Cove is keeping them safe. Another satchel, another deny. Rotations are coming in. This is great.
This textbook.
This is really good from Narate again. That capability before to this, but the rotation. they're taking the TP. They've got a free site.
Yeah, something's looking for the backstab. Molly will go down. That will cut off any sort of pressure coming back through from spawn here. Narrate, does he consider?
कितना वेट कर रहा है भाई ये?
Possibility.
He's got to, right? We've seen this.
He's so conscious of taking that TP.
वहाँ से नहीं गया भाई. जाने वाला माइंड पे जाने वाला है. Already पीछे चल रहे हैं दो.
Oh, fight on CT though. Not going to be able to get the follow options there. That is control from Devai. Delivers bullet after bullet perfectly. And now the problems for the final two, trying to play it back towards the site. Team looking to try and take control with that operator. Look through, see if he can spot someone out. But again, they're playing deep. They're going to make him work for it.
Oh, they get it.
Spots something over towards Long. Spots Devai. They've seen both of the players. Can they close down on them though? They're not going. Oh, they do swing ahead. I mean, it's PRX. Apparently, Narrate can see it just fine. Carmine Core just about back in this, Mike.
Something unfortunately locked out of the site here with an SMG. No real possibility for him to get much done, but a beautiful recovery. I hate to say that at an 8-4 scoreline, but
likes them while they're execing, but with this interesting pathing and the way that PRX plays with timings, that's almost impossible to do. So as this half developed, we started to see, I think, some good adaptation from KC, but it was only towards the end that they really figured it out, and this guy was such a big problem to solving that.
Yeah, exactly. Time and time again. It looks like we're going to talk about Monia every single day, but he deserves it, and I think that play was also a very, very good example. Low buy, you know, because it's a you have the ability to float them. That's exactly what you need to do on the side of KC. By the way, I was saying the Reyna not completely sold, and I forgot for 1 second that it is something, and he only needs to be on the operator. So of course, I'm still looking at him for this defense side because of the reason why you would play Reyna is to deny those traits potentially when you have the operator. If he has the same effect that he has in other maps, he's a very big threat.
It was a tough half for KC, but they've rallied at least 4. Build some this. They can be strong. Their comp is really good at fighting for the extremities and having really fast rotations with
I know
they're comfortable here. They have their confidence now. This should be a much closer half.
Yeah, I see a KC that has woken up a little bit. I'm sure these fans are definitely adding to that momentum, but let's see if PRX quells the fire. We're going to send it back over to Pansy and Hypoc.
8-4. PRX did kick this off with a belting start. No two ways to put it, but Carmine Core have clawed their way back. They found a rhythm, they found a solution, and it got them 4 rounds in pocket. But Mike, do you reckon they can hold on to this?
Okay.
I mean, it depends really on PRX's willingness to apply the same sort of pressure. Here, hang on, I thought he was just asking onto site here. Forsaken with the punish.
Forsaken,
look at the truck.
Martin push कर गया.
Look at the flank.
It's so fast.
Tomasi's got to have heard. Yeah, he's heard all of this.
Oh, भाई,
He's trying to keep his head down, trying not to be spotted. Oh no, he's just eating the paranoia.
He peeked into the leer.
Oh, it's the leer. Oh no.
नहीं देख पाएंगे ऐसे. नहीं देख पाएंगे. मैं स्ट्रीम बंद करता हूँ. एक नंबर को कैमरा एक बार बंद करके देखता हूँ. इससे हेल्प मिले अगर.
PRX to come in.
Sorry, training now.
Tomasi just peeks out of the wrong second.
Satchel out.
Got a force coming through. Something. Oh, the judge. Devastating. I know there's going to be more pressure, but he's down low, so he's got to be a little bit careful on the HP. Martin is already back by sight, but something still doing damage. Gets the heal off and goes in for more. Carmine Core just about staying alive in this. Themselves just a little bit of safety to get a plant.
Flank once again from short.
Monet by.
See, it's been pinged out here.
Let's
the awareness is here from KC. Magnum reflanking it. Monet, he doesn't.
Awareness नहीं है भाई, यार ये ऊपर से कूदेगा साउंड जाएगा. अबे यार अब क्यों अटक रहा है यार, अब क्यों अटक रहा है?
Ahead of the smoke falling.
This timing could be.
वो उसके पीछे भी बंदा है यार.
Awful. Yeah, that's Monnier dead. There's nothing he could have done. Okay.
Well, he's called it.
All right.
He's called it.
God, why would you say that? That's literally how you just get swept.
So, we've had so many caught in 4K moments at this event.
Oh dear. Oh.
भाई बच कैसे गया something?
It's Marty to fall first.
No.
Oh no no no.
Oh, no.
It looked like it's sentence game was ना सर.
So yeah, massive equipment advantage here.
Yep. Yeah.
Monette and Forsaken understand the shot gun range a little better than something.
He's just
like a
Hello friends, creation भाई क्या हाल है? I am hoping मेरी आवाज आ रही होगी. टाइम पास के लिए भी भाई वरुण का गेम देख रहे हैं.
The Bucky. How does one feel about the Bucky?
I mean, they're playing in long. They know to try and avoid the danger zone here, but Monette, chance to make something happen. Potentially here. I mean, he's inside the smoke. He's got the pace shower. He can deny the plant at least.
I just feel like something's going to go wrong. I've just got a weird feeling. Okay, went to the center of tube. He'll considered, but they don't really have the foundations for. Oh god! No! Bucky! Monnier's on the site. Surely not. Shin and Magnum, please. What's going on? Monnier isn't going to get away with this. Nah, not going to do it. Magnum there grips hold of the round.
Nice try.
The right click of the Bucky is useless now because Shin's down at 8 HP.
We have something good. Amazing to
There's a timeline where those right clicks are.
मेरा original plan वही था. पर जब देखा कि PRX से गेम हो रहा है, वो खुद को रोक नहीं पाया भाई.
Something is such a nuisance as well. You can see him just playing out perfect.
The timing of this first kill as well.
Nice one. Oh, done to him. After almost being cursed in the pre.
Sound aa raha hai na?
But we do see the buy coming out now. This could be huge.
Seeker's available here for Carmine. Other side of things, something. Let's have his ultimate. Early showers control for KC. We're expecting more aggression. I mean, 30 seconds in, seems like it's going to come. And Divide is the one with the punish here.
Martin was able to scrape by with one, but the pressure isn't just on one side of the map, it's everywhere.
Oh my god! Why for you to line that up?
I don't, I felt it. What the hell is this game? Okay, so Tomasi has space on B, right? He's got them B sites.
Problem is Shin has about as much HP as he did last round.
Oh god!
Tomasi trying to make something work, make this a little more comfortable. Shin will fall as well. PRX double digits now.
3 of them left with rifles. They can bolster that buy around it as best they can, but this crunch, it wasn't just here though. Again, run your mind back, it was also Monnier at the same time taking this space. And it just completely caught off Narrate.
You say don't die, fish. You say don't die.
You see what, 3, potentially 4 people on this showers pinch. You're like, yeah, B's got to feel a little easy right now, guys.
Off I go.
Yeah. It's all encompassing from PRX. And their ability to punish defaults like this is just... It's tough to watch, but at the same time, it's beautiful.
Oh, it is. And the question is, how much can Forsaken hold on to? He's being hounded, because the hunting squad is on the way, but they've completely lost the A side. Fortunately, he's going to be trying to keep himself alive. Forsaken outplays Martin perfectly, but Narrate is there to try and keep this in their favour. The spike's in CT.
रुक क्यों गया ये?
towards B. They don't know yet. They don't know how this fight's going to favor. How does it tip the scales? You still have Monnier in this position. What is this round? And what is that shot?
How's he getting 2?
He shouldn't be getting 2.
He's got Seekers to deal with as well.
They don't
here as well.
They have no idea. Death creeping around the corner as Narrate now called upon. This guy is damn good, but he is going to need a worldy round here. Oh, maybe he's got it. Paint shell back on Divine. Dipping down, has to slip away. And now Divine, the 1v1, no flash, nothing. 5 bullets. Oh, and Divine's got him. Devastating after Narrate was this close to getting KC back in this game, but it is going to be 11 carved on the board for PRX.
Trading blow.
Mostly
now back and forth. I mean, this is just ridiculous.
पहले बंदे को मारा उसने सीकर को मारा फिर बंदे को मारा.
Freak's in a position here to punish Shin. Narrate, unfortunately, again, it feels like this is a free sight, so he has the time and the space to get towards long.
He was ready. Hey, Alex got impressed by him. Nice.
Into a more comfortable angle.
Davai by God. Ye tha Narrate.
Heartbreak for Narrate.
God, he tried.
Almost made that happen.
Almost कर दिया था जनाब उसने. अब बाय नहीं उनके पास ये राउंड इजी निकालो 12-6 करो.
Volatile game between these two. Yeah. Like normally in these rounds my mind drifts a little, but there's still stingers out, there's still sheriffs, there's still a couple of ults that could potentially come into play.
Seen both teams capitalize in rounds like this.
Mon बहुत close है. Judge versus Stinger होने वाला है.
Our spike carrier is down.
Mindfreak's just farming on B side.
Oh dear.
Buried.
Bye.
Can't wait for the replay of that one. What the hell just happened?
It was a Prius moment.
What the hell?
Yes, classic.
We might see the end of the round though.
I don't.
Oh, Forsaken. Sharp to it. Magnum now left to try and recover. He's got another one. A third on the round for him.
Yeah, it's been enough to call in the ult, right? Like this is enough.
Can he get through? He slipped through to spawn.
He has.
They haven't spotted him. They didn't actually see him on the cross.
That's huge. It gives him a little bit of time, right? Like it's not a lot, but it's enough that he might be able to get a plant down.
They
have no idea he could be elbowed by them. You know, they have no idea where he is.
What
position does he take up? He's going to push back towards spawn. And as PRX is splitting, he might have timing here on something.
But does something slow down? Does he wait to try and play this out? He's going to know Forsaken, obviously. Doesn't know about something yet, so he's going to have to just make the best educated guess he can. Is this a good enough position? That might almost help him a little. Something does have full kit though, so that Lear, he's going to know it now. Which way? You've got to gamble. Did something note him? He's looking this way. Magnum, can you clutch this up? Can you do what Narrate couldn't? You got one to the right, one to the left. He can't do it. Forsaken there. Well played by PRX. That is 12.
Point on the board. Right down to the wire once again. KC still, I mean, scoreline aside, keeping these rounds close, Lauren.
Yes.
Like I said, trading blow for blow here.
But 3 बंदे मारे भाई उसने यहाँ पे. ये मिस हो गया था.
Farming hookah.
सोचो भाई वो 4 सेकंड के पीछे से करा जाता.
Carmine Core showstopper to work with. One way for the pit, 2 off the Seekers, so some tools potentially here.
और शायद निकाल देता मैं. एस के साथ निकाल देता भाई.
This patient start. Cautious.
तो भाई कल जो खेला है ना भाई 4 सेकंड यार.
3 men down down be long, but we are seeing Monnier. This time actually holding that charge.
पांचों बंदे अलग-अलग जगह खड़े हैं भाई, देख रहे हो?
Siding against committing towards it. Divide. Not actually relinquishing the angle.
भाई,
stuck around on that, deciding not to fall back. There are 2 players behind him, Forsaken being one, and Mindfreak the other.
KC almost trying to bait our rotation much the same as PRX did.
हमारी लॉबी में तो कौन आती है?
Could be rewarded. They might have and their backs.
This is a disaster.
Push.
No, he's looking back.
Great turn, but it doesn't matter. The executioner's here. Mindfreak gonna make something out of that. 2 big kills found, but they have a player advantage for Carmine Core. 3 to the 2.
They have a pit to work with though. Tomazi can lock down this side.
Doable है.
Monnier Gonna be able to find an upgrade here. Something's
left.
ahead of the smoke.
He's in, and he's got one.
Yes.
Martin's gone. He couldn't do any more, but he's bought enough time for at least Monye to get close by, get a rifle into his hands. One on sight, one towards
Oh my god!
Monye unleashing fury, but he couldn't find Tomasi. Carmine Core live for another round. Barely alive, but they do it.
Two examples of that energy being their downfall. A little overzealous. The approach from both something and Monye. Punished here. KC will find their 7th.
यार almost he did. यहाँ उसको थोड़ा सा
they are both looking absolutely electric.
वो बैक साइड ही भाग गया एकदम. भाई what the hell are you doing, you stupid dumb?
Mine's a mini.
दवाई ना गड़बड़ किया, वो हटा ही नहीं वहाँ से शुरू में. Reveal होने के बाद.
These events, you know what I mean?
Just still get him on a react camera.
Oh god, yeah, that'd be great.
Okay. Oh, save round हो गया इनका.
But still, he's not figured that one out yet, which is great. So maybe we can still steal him. As it stands, though, PRX still on the very verge of tipping the scales. This round, though, they are coming in less equipped. They do have stingers, sheriffs. They still have that rifle on something.
I mean, tools to work with as well. Showstopper potentially if one finds a kill.
You've almost got the full deck of ults on the other side, though, right? You've got everything there. There's a full play stack.
Here.
Now, traditionally, we've seen a couple of variations, but it's mostly Divide playing towards long, so maybe just him showing his hand isn't going to give away too much. That, however, should ring a couple alarm bells, maybe hoping to catch him a little further up towards long, but Carmine Core patiently waiting.
Dog, not sure how many it would have spotted there. Seekers no, spots here from Magnum. Everybody huddled towards this position. Smoke's about to drop it. Monye caught in the open. Has Forsaken as well. Still traded.
Bit of damage here, and Device still around. Wait for something though. He's the final boss. The TP comes in. Yeah, nice work from Carmine Core. Quick pivot. Something is trying to hunt them at a similar pace. He is getting to spawn. He might get around the back of Shin here, depending on the timing. But still, they're going to get the plant. I don't think anyone's close enough to stop that now. So that's going to go down. But the back line. Who wins this out?
I think it's going to catch Shin here. Orbital Strike committed.
Divine goes down. Mindfreak did get the trade, but look at this. Something now getting closer. We're down to 2 on either side. Mindfreak still only with that Sheriff, but it might be enough. Martin waiting in showers. He's going to take down Mindfreak. It's all on one. Something. Can he make something out of this? An incredibly hard round to try and break back into now with these positions.
Turn back into the flash. Nice swing from Martin.
Double swing. Lovely work there in the post plant from Carmine Core. They're keeping this game close, Mike. They're building back now.
They're springing their step. 4 rounds still separate them. Frugal from both sides here in terms of investment of ultimates. Surprised to see the Orbital Strike come out there. PRX must have felt pretty good about things. Alex, not so much.
Pen took a beating.
Yeah. But ultimate's still available. Seekers and the Showstopper being the headliners for PRX. Still got that pit for Tomasi. Martin now trying to fish out some information here on A site.
Let's see. He's blocking him. Just spotted him out there. How much can he get away with though? He slipped through towards CT, but all eyes on him. But it's Narrate from up above. Taking down Forsaken and something. Sights now open. Martin not going to convert that kill, however. And they're getting quite paranoid at the flank. They're going to pop the ult as well on top of it. Viper's pit to try and secure this. Monye with the first man forward, but Narrate with the spray just connects well. This might be enough.
A Showstopper gone. Save opportunities now dwindling. You can see that. Now to consider the save here. So well coordinated. The value amongst these two, Narrate and Martin, to relay this information. Right, the sort of Yoru execute that PRX famed this sort of composition for. A taste of their own medicine here. Won't be able to string together much of a purchase after this. But 2 rifles nonetheless. Yoru execute that PRX famed this sort of composition for. Taste of their own medicine here.
अभी ये गेम बॉस हो गया सी हो गया
Won't be able to string together much of a purchase after this, but 2 rifles nonetheless.
कहाँ हो गया भाई
It's about a PRX timeout with what happened yesterday.
Timeout.
How quickly things turned around after calling a timeout.
True.
Carmine Core have built their way back into this map. Another buy round and a chance to tie things up. Force the overtime. And not many tools at their disposal now. They're previously pretty frugal in terms of the investment, but a saving grace here that PRX will only bring in 2 rifles, a couple of sheriffs, a stinger, a showstopper. Definitely a concern.
Looking to see if they're up to anything, if we're seeing that stack anywhere. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if something goes walkabouts. Him joining them over towards B might be somewhat indicative of it, but again, just kind of scraping together a buy, trying to even out the economy a little bit, getting what they can. Something's been a little off on his purchases in that regard, but still, Martin trying to test. He's going to get himself the orb there. Patient beginnings. Does that TP get taken on the other side as well? Looks like it might be if they do spot a player, but as it stands, it's only Martin considered.
Was faking a little bit here, but that should be very indicative of what's going on. KC can read that correctly. Still happy to let the clock tick away. So they might pivot back towards an A site hit here. A deep smoke from Mindfreak, potentially slowing things down. Nothing going to be found off the showstopper except for information. KC now dial up the pace towards A.
Yeah, they've got to get moving and they've got to clear. Done by Narrate. That's a tick in the box now. Can they take towards the side? Mindfreak is waiting. Quick little heal, going to get them topped up here. Flank is on the way, but that's going to be watched. Shin is on flank duty. He's got to catch Monnier. CT has the rest of the team coming back through. Martin clears Mindfreak. And now Divide. Something. Yep.
We spotted Monnier, saw him.
Spotted. He's going to be able to... Did he just get seen on the other side?
Yeah, he got seen on the other side.
Okay, so still, that's threat noted. They should be... Yeah, 3-man squad waiting for him. Done. Quick turn of attention, because look who's on the side. Device now here. Tomasi handles it well. Something can do nothing about this. Too many bodies, too little time. Carmine Core. They're back in the game. Double digits made. Maybe OT is now on the horizon.
Went out this buy round here. I mean, especially with the showstopper being invested. This PRX just is itching to make something happen in this round. Yeah, it'll be tough behind this. That could give KC access to overtime.
Let's go, boys. Let's go!
Forsaken, one of his ultimate, something, Empress.
Cutting through.
Nothing else really here. TP from Shin. Well, the TP from Shin's gonna get right behind this. He's committed to it.
Spike! No! Tomasi and Martin get caught on the cross. That could be it. That Spike is in a disastrous place. Shin doesn't get noted by the Ash, but they're so aware. Monnier sweeps back through.
Lag.
Oh, it's just one of those rounds where PRX decide to walk on you. Round 23, by the way.
You understand.
That's just ridiculous. You let your foot off the gas for a minute.
Second. You thought maybe, oh, you could just cross up towards Hookah. Nope. No, you absolutely couldn't. And that might be the start and the end of this map. That Spike being lost there. Because they can go back to their
I mean, I love the way the PRX have just disengaged from this as well. So they know KC have so many question marks. If they have to shift walk around the entirety of the map, now got the Spike, 40 seconds left, and limited options.
It looks like Narrate be a problem. Full rotation. And pray that Magnum can outdo Forsaken. He's got one flash and a slow rotation coming his way from Monnier as well, so he's in a real pickle here. Forsaken has the angle, and he's got the shot. Spike now left, it's all on one. Narrate can do anything. Monnier is getting audacious, but
Nice work, nice
PRX
work, nice
get
work.
to 13 and claim match.
बहुत close ले आया यार ये लोग 13 10 13 6 7 पे खत्म हो जाना चाहिए था.
1.
Great resilience shown here from Carmine Court. It's tough to ever have to mount a comeback versus a team like PRX, where every round feels demoralizing. Feels as if you're just getting out-fragged, basically.
Yeah, this is a wake-up call. Welcome to the big leagues, Carmine Court. 10 rounds was good. 13 was much better.
जब तक W नहीं दिया ना, तब तक नहीं निकला था. किसका पिक था by the way यार?
Excuse me, do you mind taking a picture of us?
Oh, no.
Team B. So PRX, you'll be Team A, and we will start with your first ban.
Icebox.
Icebox, your ban.
Ban Sunset.
Ban Sunset. Map number 1 from PRX.
Bind.
Bind. Side on bind.
Defense.
Defense. And map number 2.
Lotus.
Lotus. Side on Lotus.
Attack.
Attack. Next set of bans starting with PRX, you have Ascent, Breeze, and Split.
Ben split.
Ban Split. Your ban, you have Ascent and Breeze.
Ban Breeze.
Ban Breeze. Map number 3 by default is going to be Ascent. PRX, side on Ascent.
We'll play attack.
Attack. All right. Good luck to you both.
हाँ PRX जीती ना 13-10 पहला 1-0. ची बाइंड कौन लेता है? बाइंड बैन किया ना, बाइंड लिया कहाँ है? वीटो किया ना बाइंड पर. तो लोटस है सेकंड मैप, पहला मैप था. अच्छा बाइंड कह रहे हो क्या? ओ मैं स्प्लिट सोचा. सॉरी भाई, बाइंड स्ट्रॉन्ग है यार PRX का. मेरे को स्प्लिट पसंद नहीं. स्प्लिट बैन हुआ है. फर्स्ट मैप था बाइंड जो कि था PRX का पिक. साइड उन्होंने चली केसी ने. अगला बैन किया फिर PRX ने स्प्लिट को बैन किया और पिक किया केसी ने लोटस. लोटस पर अटैक करने वाले हैं PRX. फिर बैन चला ब्रीज और कुछ और भी हुआ था. फाइनल अपना उस पर होने वाला है, असेंट पर. अटैकिंग रहेगी अपनी PRX. हाँ पिक किया. मैं सॉरी स्प्लिट से कंफ्यूज हो गया था. हाँ बाइंड PRX का पिक स्ट्रॉन्ग है मैप है यार उनका बहुत. लास्ट VCT से ही खेल रहे हैं, उस पर उनका विन रेट काफी अच्छा है. और मेरे को भी बाइंड पसंद है यार. मेरे को आइसबॉक्स मेरा फेवरेट मैप है. असेंट सबको ही पसंद है. स्प्लिट मुझे बिल्कुल पसंद नहीं है क्योंकि मैं कभी नहीं जीतता उस पर भाई, कुछ भी कर लूं. टॉप फ्रैग बॉटम फ्रैग, अच्छी टीम बुरी टीम हमेशा हारते हैं वहां पर.
One of the worst things you can do is give them free, give them space.
शुरू के किसी राउंड में मोने का एस था एक मस्त.
You know, do what Monya's doing here. Take really aggro pathing with your satchels. Get up in the faces. Definitely.
हाँ ये सही था.
Which I think is a fair critique, because there was such high hopes for this team coming out of kickoff, and they looked exceptional, but hasn't quite lived up to that. And again, the pace is unrelenting. Look at this, Monye and something instantly dominating the space, and it's going to force them to respect this. I would say Magnum is a little behind enemy lines, but can he make anything of it?
With only a sheriff in hand yet. Sure, yeah, we'll land.
Are they going? Yeah, the gap closing now. Monye gonna be put to test, put to task. Oh, that's rough. Blinded and Monye just popping off. Yeah, Palmer even spotting the right there. Over towards Shybox. This guy's up for it. He's absolutely on the money today.
Any questions you had, Lauren? Hey, the opening 5 rounds here, definitely a statement.
It definitely does come through with this team. We've always talked about it with PRX. They're a squad that always just kind of like rise of momentum. They communicate with one another. Their comms oftentimes don't even lean on just one individual. For me, it kind of sounds like a Halo match sometimes, where they're all just yapping at the same time. It's actually kind of cool.
Yeah, it is wild. The first half of this game to me was quintessential PRX. They were out there PRXing all over them, dragging KC down into the chaos. And that's what I was worried about for such a young team. Playing a squad like this for the first time, them dragging you into that chaos, your comms getting muddled, you experiencing something you haven't really played against before, and PRX thriving in that. And that was the case for quite a while. But I think we really saw a step up from both these teams to be forced to play a lot more strategically, and actually to Karmine Corp managing to gain some control in the second half.
And loving those small micro plays that we love PRX for. We're talking about the Reina denying those trade-ins is something that she can do so easily, and it fits so well to PRX, and especially to something. Some of these rounds literally made no sense, maybe.
Yeah, it was absolute chaos, but I think you're absolutely right that that's kind of what's defined PRX for so long, but it's also true of what Karmine Corp was doing. I think a lot of the good in this map was when they were showing us these Yoru ult combos. They were setting themselves up after that. They definitely learned more how to play against PRX. It's just that this squad built themselves such a huge buffer on that attacking side, and they're always going to steal at least 1 or 2 rounds and a half. It's really hard to come back from a deficit against this squad.
And not only that, we saw Casey actually getting lost in the sauce. We were seeing a lot of ultimates invested in just one route to make it through, as you're mentioning. The Yoru, even the Showstopper, everything being used at wrong timings. We see also Magnum struggling a little.
PUBG खेलेंगे तब तक अभी स्ट्रीम नहीं रुक रही है ना मार्वल फिश फाइट खेल रहा हूँ उस टाइम रुक रही थी क्राफ्ट ऑन और डेटा तो नहीं मांगेगा लोड करने के लिए अगला मैप थिंक शायद 10 मिनट में स्टार्ट होगा 10 मिनट में सॉरी वाईफाई है या क्या है भाई इतना स्लो अच्छा 11 मिनट जा रहा है बीच में भाई
Little bit with his own
isolated, but they don't have those same tools to set up these combos like they do on some of these other maps. So I think this will be a bit of an easier time for KC to punish when they're playing their attack.
So you mentioned the Lotus situation and them being so good at this map, but I also have to say in the back of my mind that if PRX comes out just like they did on Bind with a big lead, and then you're like, oh my god, we were supposed to be good here. I get a little worried about the young team on that stage in that situation.
And not only that, we were talking about how Monier is doing great in this tournament, how today specifically he's performing super well. And he's going to be leaning that race onto Forsaken.
I mean, we saw Forsaken's debut on race last night.
Loved it. I mean, well, debut, yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And this is a crazy switch to make, but it's PRX. Rules don't matter. Engines aren't real.
I was gonna say
it's PRX. This is it for Karmine Corp. This is a team who went on a run in EMEA. From Melons to Madrid, they have done something no one could have ever expected of them. And now they're here in an elimination match, a game away from going home empty-handed. These are all young players. For all of them, this is the biggest match, maybe except MADRID back when, but it's a very different time. It's now him as a leader, and they need to come back here.
And for PRX, it's quite the opposite. They need to close this in a very good fashion if they want to be contenders for those playoffs. Genji's already waiting on the other side. It could be a great year for Pacific, especially if EMEA goes home this early.
Well, it's now time to see what this Karmine Corp team is truly made of against the game and ready PRX. To send it back over to Pansy and Hypa.
Thank you so much. And yeah, this is putting question marks between us, right? Because that composition coming out from PRX is surprised you and me.
Yeah, not so much the swap, but it's the fact we have the Astra in here. I mean, we're still running with this guy on PRX. Again, there's some dedication towards keeping that here.
Yep.
But it's the Astra. You can switch Mindfreak and Monya between. If this is just something that they pulled out after not being happy with the Lotus here in Madrid, a real head scratcher here to see how much is really going, because Astra has a lot of utility. Obviously, open up the possibilities, especially on a map like Lotus, a 3-site map. PRX early on probe towards B, but didn't really catch wind of anything on the other side of that. Magnum will spot out the rotation. And no real progress towards site here, and KC a little bit disconnected from B once again. Looks like PRX going to follow through this time.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Forsaken's in a bit of a tricky position, but Monier's got the shot on lock. Going to take down one and Forsaken with a follow-up. PRX just brawl out on the site and win out on the site. Heartbreak for KC there as Narrate just drifting on through. How does this happen?
And a beautiful setup here. The paint shell posted in between the two mollies placed on site. I mean, it's good to really get Engs inside there, call it inside. Saying really, what do? How can you practice? There's not an awful lot you can do other than the age-old kind of play your own game sort of approach, but then when you come out here and there's a different composition, there's another set of question marks. Whether or not PRX really even rely on these agents to excel in terms of utility or continue to run it down.
अरे भाई 12-6 कुछ था यार, बहुत close ले गए
लोग. And something on your front line, you've got to feel very confident regardless of who's on what behind that.
एक बंदा छोड़ दो, 4 people are already at sea.
Stack here. Feels like that flash was enough that PRX don't like what they're seeing, and it's actually quite well timed that they drift away. They will have a completely open A site. They'll note the lack of utility after last round. Magnum was there. I mean, it's not the biggest indicator, but now the fact that Forsaken has gone to the back of the site should give it away. Narrate though outdoes him with the classic. I do not know, but he'll be happy enough with it. Going to come down now, down to the 4. It is just classics as well for KC. So there's nothing beyond that. There's not a frenzy. There's not a ghost. There's nothing. It is purely classic, so something going to take up the test now as well.
I think they're a little bit conscious here. Who's post off on Heaven now? Identifying the judges there. Don't expect too many bodies to funnel in this way. Narrate punished on the second.
Monier's going to buy some time.
Time bought here.
Just prowling on the edges of those smokes. Opting to try and clear, to farm through, to try and hunt down these final players, but Magnum again with a connection. Can they make this really costly? It looks like they're going to try and exit through CT, which is the right call. Monnier going to double around, spots them out, but hey, Karmine Corp making this cost a little bit. Mind freaking Divide do manage to escape. That Bulldog's still in play.
I mean, I think they only lose the judge though, if I'm not mistaken.
That just got taken back into.
Earphones अगर wired नहीं रुको एक सेकंड तो बताया ना साउंड आ रहा है कि नहीं इसके बाद मैं कुछ ट्राई करता हूँ.
Straight onto the operator.
मेरे पास wired वाले हैं पर उसमें माइक सही से नहीं है. But let's
another question mark in the mix here for Carmine Court.
It
doesn't really even have the benefit of having the blade storm kind of on the brink.
But they don't.
It has to make
this
work.
mic also, पर उसमें Bluetooth on करना पड़ता है.
Have I got anything? Yeah, well, share
it now.
2 seconds,
then on करता हूँ.
Drifting really deep onto this angle very early on. No resistance.
पता ना फिर अभी भी इको हो रहा है.
From KC on the other side, unless Magnum was spotted.
He was jump spotting that corner earlier.
Yeah.
That might have to be taken away from the repertoire. I'm worried that someone else might be going to go. Narrate's very nearby to this. They've noted that operator. No bullets have been fired, but if they'd seen anything, you can't do it. You can see them trying to toy with it. Daring anyone to try further forward, but no one is. Good control being shown by Carmine Court. Mindfreak getting very close. Should have been considered here by Narrate, and he has been. They're really putting bodies behind this.
I resort to that now.
क्या मेरी आवाज आ रही
It's
है?
only really Shin that's going to be able to cause any issues on the way in here. Narrate slowly
आ रही है? आवाज आ रही है?
creeping closer and closer.
बराबर आ रही है, कुछ तो नहीं हो रहा?
I mean, Spike's still not committed either.
They're looking for a pick, but look how deep Carmine Core are sitting. They're not playing PaperX's games right now. Right cool as well.
दवाई भाई
smoking in the spike, trying to make it across. Does anyone catch it in the heels? No, but something's cleared so deep here. They've got to be careful of door. They've got to be careful of the flank, considering how far something is cleared towards CT.
Really
doing. Unfortunately, now a lot of questions.
I'm assuming it's
KC
a good
to
thing.
Figure this out pretty quickly.
भाई नॉप ले लिया.
A real exchange of utility here as the retake starts to build up. Something rattling off a couple of shots, but Forsaken in a fantastic position as well. If he can hold this down, he can become such a thorn in their side. Try and maybe double up here with something, but there is the push. And look at these shots just going astray. Can Monnier do anything in a 1v3? Carmine Core flooding the site, and he just can't find it. They put bodies in the right places. They time it well. They swing back through.
This is one of those situations I was crediting on the first map, really. PaperX will keep pushing, you give them that space, but KC are playing in spawn. They're still in buy phase with 20 seconds left on the clock here. Well, a really, really well-coordinated retake. This is after there's a gravity well to slow things down just inside Link. Don't leave him hanging. Don't. Oh, no. Another 4K moment.
एक सेकंड ना क्यों में जाके
it's a vibe killer.
Vibes down, game's lost.
Yeah, this wraps.
Let's go.
Let's go, Mike. Pace change, looking like. Committed control towards Mount this time as well. And yeah, look at this, very pacey. Gonna get the first real glimpse of this C site. Hadn't tested too much, and again, KC gonna evacuate. Why would they stick around? They've heard enough of this. Don't need any more of it. That's going to be a plant, but look at that big flank coming out from Monnier. His timing could be critical. They need to hold a fair amount of this space for it to really come to fruition.
Looking to be a nuisance in the backlines here. This is not a good face-off, an operator versus a judge. Actually, Monnier pulls the trigger at just the right time.
Love seeing something swing as well, just to make sure it goes their way, and the last two being herded. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Narrate going to try and bully his way past, but it's not just one. The whole team's going to be here. Something going to be careful, doesn't want to lose the operator, but they're hunting him down now. The hunter becoming the hunted as Tomasi falls. And it looks like that operator's made its way out, at least until now. The door, was it broken earlier? I believe it was.
पेल देगा अरे यार.
Just the finest angle.
फिर मिस हो गया भाई.
Narrate. Gotta be careful though. There is the rest of the squad here now.
And
PaperX pace change, working out that C site.
एक इंच से बचा है भाई वो. अंदर गल रहा था हेडशॉट यार, इससे पहले गया था ऑलमोस्ट.
Behind that operator. Really well coordinated here, Monnier.
भाई ने कहा मेरी ऑफ मुझे वापस करो.
Must be very disconnected from some of these site hits. Again, that's the real benefit. If you can create this space, and KC are happy to
दूर
concede
बैठा के
it.
बेचारों को हाथ फैलाना पड़ता है दूर तक.
You have something like Monye getting behind a lot of these plays.
Oh, spotted.
Real issues here for Forsaken. Finish on the first hit. KC
फिर
looking
भी
to get
kill
the hell
ले
out
गया
of
यार.
dodge.
You just can't aim duel against these guys. You just, even in a fair fight.
Give me that back.
And in the meantime, not only did they get the pick towards C, they've already started to make that progress towards A. Obviously, much better off in the weaponry. You're going to be rewarded. Monye going to be overwhelmed though. Magnum going to get one back. That could be a weapon potentially recovered. Something on the case to keep control of it, and that's going to allow time for the plant to come in.
He's low though.
Narrate still has that rifle, but that's about it. Beyond them, Stinger in play. That's rough. Not what he wanted there. Not what they wanted at all.
Something gets pinged off that as well. Forced back off that angle, but KC still need to get through this choke point.
I don't know what they got to go with. Prowler's already sent down. They've got to just go for it, and Magnum outdoes something. Those misses starting to make a bit of a problem. Forsaken going to find one but falls. Narrate holding this down. Can he do this? Can he really pop off here? 3 would be exceptional. He gets it to halfway. Oh, but Defy just does! He's got him! This time he gets his 3. This is not the first, but makes up for it in the second map here.
बहुत clutches किए उसने उस टीम के लिए. ये राउंड तो कहीं से निकलना चाहिए था यार. कहीं से
All but done when they get held in this choke point. Magnum with a stinger outdoes something. Like I said, another miss coming through here.
भाई इस बंदे की बोली बहुत तगड़ी लगने
as
वाली
soon
है.
as he identifies, he's landed that headshot.
कह रहा beep,
Alex probably not too happy about some of the overcommits here from this post plant. Not at that point where you can just swing onto them, run the clock down, force another 2 or 3 seconds off the defuse. Narrate though, flipping it on its head.
Oh, spotted
this
by
early mountain challenge has not been going particularly well for KC. However, this time they have a little bit more, but does he get caught? Magnum going to find Monye. That was over towards the A side of the map, so this could be working out. Oh, not at all. Actually, Martin going to spot the feet of Forsaken. It's going to be him eliminated. And that's 2 picks on the side. You couldn't ask for a better start if you're Carmine Core.
पैर दिख गया लगता है उसको उसने.
Looking to flash through here, but doesn't even catch Martin unaffected. The paint shell's perfect as well. Slow mind freak down. Martin is having a go at things now.
Yeah, starting to have a round. Something looking to make up what has been a dreary start for him. And that's not a bad way to begin it. And suddenly they're on red alert. This went from, okay, take a fight to, hold on, it's still something. Let's relax here a little bit. There's 2 players on CT. And he wants that. He wants to take that space. Does he? He's trying to work out maybe for a plant here, 35 seconds.
Box
maybe a second or 2 of doubt. Plant something that he
30
wants.
seconds left.
No one's playing his tune.
ऐसे टाइम पे प्लांट क्यों अवॉइड कर रहा है वो बता.
Shin's still alive. Opportunity to smoke off here, so he has to dig his
plant
heels
कर
in.
दिया like
Can't really reset
definitely यहाँ
towards
आने
mount
हैं.
with an open plant.
He needs
That's
to
the brainstorm. He needs to pick early.
And if Carmine Core is as disciplined as we
Skills
credit
निकालना
them, they
ज़रूरी है
should give
अपना.
him that. There should never be an opportunity.
Competition कम करो जितना हो सके.
No, he can't.
भाई इसका
Well, he
plant
might
ही
have had a
नहीं
little bit
है
of a
यार.
pixel there, but trying to play
बहुत
to the
बुरी
edge of it.
पोजीशन में आ रही है.
And now they're grouping up. Oh my god, he's got the pick. Hold on! This is game on. Something is too much! Carmine Core, keep that control. Keep that heads up work. Playing together and getting the defuse. Scoreline all even.
कर दिया उसने.
See again winning out in the early round. Very early pick onto Monye.
This part of
really hinders that sort of slow play towards a post plant.
टांग दिख गया मैंने बोला था ना.
Martin though,
पहले फट गया भाई. Flash.
Something unfortunately overwhelmed a little bit here. To finally manage to get the plant down. We'll see an early timeout from PRX. See, Alex wasn't too happy in one of the post plants. Loss over on A side to Narrate. I'm curious if this overall is the approach that the PRX want to take with this sort of comp switch up. The problem being Divide just becomes, I don't want to say useless, but his impact is really limited in these sort of kind of slow mid to late rounds. It's not really going to cause too much pressure unless PaperX win out early on towards Mound, early on towards Rubble, get themselves towards the site. And maybe Monya is on Astra to kind of counterbalance that.
Potentially, but again, it's just a lot of these questions I feel like get answered with one time in practice, and you can kind of find your way to work it out. But I don't know how much they've played this. I mean, this is a new comp to to our eyes. I don't know if they've been running it behind the scenes. If this is just a very last-minute change, if there's something they thought might work. Their traditional comp wasn't going to be the answer they needed. But to change it at this point is I mean, it's a credit to PaperX to be able to do it.
The answer is to just get Forsaken on Raze.
I mean, it has worked to an extent. Maybe you have to see how that works out now. As it looks a simplistic start, but a great paranoia actually should facilitate them to the site. I don't think much is going to stop them here, apart from their own paint shot, but even then something fancies to go of it. Going to get in there with a stinger. And look at this tempo change. Look at this. No plant, but they've drawn out the lockdown so early. Now going to go for this. Divide's going to go through.
Yeah.
And Martin's the one to find Monye, so that lurk's been removed, and they're going to dive on in.
Oh, he didn't get caught with the stun! The
showstopper
was huge!
That's 2. 3 in the round. 2 off the rocket, and now Martin, can he do any more? He's feeling it, he wants more. He's chomping at the bit. He wants him dead. Magnum gonna take down Forsaken. One man do something, has to watch as the defuse comes in. And Carmine Core all too prepared for this.
What a round for Martin again. The finest of margins to get past that Trailblazer. I'm not even sure, did he pick up an empty stinger at the end there? The way it looked like there's a little bit of a delay, but again, KC figuring out exactly what PaperX want to do with Monya on the Astra. The thing is what's the second layer to these post plants? If it is kind of tailor-made around Monya, buying time, PaperX aren't really achieving what they need to make that work.
Save TP tower.
And good to see Martin finding a bit of comfort here. He's been not quite to the extent of what we saw online, or at least I say online, in the kickoff tournament. He was very much not, I wouldn't say headline. You'd say you'd give that to Narrate, but he was right underneath him, very close by. Good to see a little bit of that form starting to really kick in here for him. And a quick adjustment for PaperX, eyeing up that A site after an early test towards Mount. And away they go. Forsaken going to be cut off at the door though. And a quick adjust. Looking to potentially pressure. Maybe gets the timing right on this. They are going towards CT.
Wait, Forsaken, wait karo.
For right here to post an Nightfall.
I'm waiting to see that pressure come back through.
Spike's still not planted.
No, and something is screwed. Magnum clears him with ease, and Forsaken finally strikes. But the rest of the team took a moment to back away, but it's Narrate on the punish towards Monye. They're losing out on numbers. Forsaken can only find so much impact, surely. They need to scramble away from here. The pit might almost act as a hindrance, because Mind Freak can hold this.
Now there's massive question marks outside this, but it's all 4 members of KC.
They're flying through! Martin finds Mind Freak, and that spike is over on C. It's going the longest way possible. So you're gonna need Forsaken to find so much.
10 seconds left. Divide will get Seekers off this. Still has a flash to work with.
Forsaken needs so much here. He's gonna hear him this time shine. He's good for 1, but Martin was so quick with a response. Divine next. In line here. Jump on the first, draw the fire. Falls back, flash, buys a second. He's still gonna clear him. Does he get noted? Yes, he does. Oh, he's dead to rights. Carmine Core showing diligence now, starting to really get a grip on PaperX.
This is rough. Timing a little off. I guess the synergy a little off between Divine and Forsaken here. Yeah. Forsaken commits to that early peak. He has the showstopper. You almost want them to come into this choke point here. Out towards KC's spawn.
Oh, Monday the gate is game.
Maybe a little bit lost in comms there, but beautiful recovery from KC. It looked like they were going to lose out initially, but
control by.
Oh.
Rate's ultimate really the one to give them access back onto A side. I'm carrying on.
Yeah?
Yeah.
There.
You?
There's some temptation, but no, you're right, because look at this start. Look at Forsaken. Right off the rip. Trying to get the foot. Oh! Shut Forsaken the hell up. Not even going to get a voice line off, let alone the ult. And now what do? They've lost out on that early chance. You're down to 4. Something's position's going to be noted. Already early rotation from Narrate. This map just doesn't look kind to PRX now, Mike.
It doesn't. KC definitely in control here at the tempo. First half. Magnum potentially be called by spotted here on the cross. Something. To dash across though. Unscathed so far. Probably uncontested. One yet disconnected once again.
He's been read so often though. He's playing very late here, exceedingly late. So putting a lot of faith in the boys on the side. They can hold back this flood that's coming in right about now. 1-for-1 trade, but it's not enough considering they're down to 2. Narrate sweeping through. Mind Freak bites right back. And now Monye needs to come forward here. Needs to be part of this. Narrate down low. Mind Freak toying with the TP. Monye can't hit the shot on the cross, and now it's all on Mind Freak! What a way to come back in! Come on, Core! Get the job done. They are starting to really tip the scales here, Mike.
PRX really struggling. I mean, this almost has sort of echoes of the approach Fnatic had versus PRX on this map. Concede all the space, happy to play the retake, and PRX just left scratching their heads in that series. Carmine Court look like they've taken a leaf out of that book. I mean, typically you credit for PRX's ability to convert space into success. And this sort of play style, not really the approach to make, but PRX really struggling.
They are.
Second timeout called, round 10.
Says quite a lot, just that in a fact, right? So, again, when we talk about this map, boys, it did sit quite nicely with Carmine Core. We credited them very highly on this map. This is one that kind of put them not necessarily on our radar, but it very much solidified what a lot of people were looking at. But the fact, as I said, that they're doing this to PRX after what was a very good first map, this is going to be a huge confidence builder for Carmine Core and kind of bringing them back to where they should be mentally, because a lot of us kind of discussed this coming into this event as well. If they don't start off with a confident beginning, they could lose a little bit of that, I guess, faith in the calling and executing the plans they've come up with. But so far, it's looking absolutely on the money here. This could certainly spur them on as they go forward. But the timeout came in, a couple more rounds to play with, and a full purchase here for PRX.
With the TP for Shin. 3 off the showstopper. Again, Martin not really been reliant on that too much with how he's been hitting. Equator definitely a more valuable investment in his hands than something so far. Pace change here. PRX, no secrets about this on the way in. No slow creep.
First time it feels like all 5 are actually working towards something. Normally Monye was disconnected, but this time kind of playing somewhat close to the pack here. Plant's going to come in, you can see Magnum creeps a little closer. Prowler going to come through, they know Narrate's nearby. Massey's still up. Flash there, something trying to play ahead. Does really well with that. Takes down Tomasi and wants a bit more, but he's not going to be able to get back up that rope here. Forsaken going to be forced away as well, but they're still trying to stand their ground. Almost belligerent in approach, but it's divided by Magnum. Forsaken to answer one right back. Can they sweep the site? Narrate, what you got for us now? You pulled off a 1v3 before. This is a lot though, and he ain't got much time with this one.
Going to try and hold on to the opera. Oh, hang on, still got back down rope here. PRX think he's saving. Oh, I mean, it's a star down, regardless on the spike. Looking to do some further damage to the economy, but I think running the risk, he should be safe to get out here. Don't think he's got time to get back in and get that operator. So PRX, a slight adjustment in pace coming out of the timeout. Get themselves a round win. Yeah, we haven't seen this sort of play coming out so far. I think the real thing to notice is PRX have forced back in their shells a little bit.
Which is strange.
Yeah, again, you can read this pretty well. It's like, yeah, as 5, they're sitting back, they're in CT, they're getting ready to retake. Usually PaperX would be like, cool, let's send 2 people in there. Let's throw a flash in there. Let's get a little deeper, but we haven't really seen that.
That could have been one the time now. Okay. You are lucky to be alive, Forsaken. That looked like it was about to be Raps and Mod. Come on! Still good for it. They're just taking straight up aim duels. They're standing here and fighting.
I've got your trail.
Which team is which? It almost felt like it was PaperX doing that sort of stuff.
Gotta be careful.
9 HP.
So at least heal नहीं होगा.
And he was the last line of defense on this A site. A quick TP, but look who's reading it. Magnum. Great.
Oh my god.
No idea. Magnum just reads him like a book.
Shin भी आ गया वहीं पे. Oh, spike.
I mean, there's almost an eternity that passes after these Seekers identify where Magnum is.
अच्छा अब समझा क्यों नहीं चल रही है. Wi-Fi से connected नहीं है.
Shin's vulnerable, but now you've got Magnum with his entirety of his setup here. Spike, his position. I can't cross this without being spotted.
It's 56 HP as well. Yeah.
Here it is. Paranoia getting prepped.
Oh.
A bit of pre-fire, but it doesn't really matter. Yeah, bye-bye. Divide. Gonna go for the dog here. Couldn't quite close the gap though, noting they'd fallen away from that close angle, but he's got 20 seconds. I think he knows this one. Yeah, just going to slip through the fingertips here.
I'm not sure if I missaw that, but I thought the Seeker went to the left. It's invested from rubble. Obviously, Shin took a ton of damage inside tree, but I'm not sure if we're going to get a chance to see that on the replay, but the timing's just way off here. I believe if the door's broken, yeah, Magnum's broken the door. So I don't know if that information's just lost in the exchange or what. But a real gamble to take this TP all the way towards C side.
Let's see if we do have any replay of that. It may not be the case.
Yeah, I can't remember exactly what happened here because I was focused on who I missed it there. Yeah. I know Shin took a ton of damage inside tree. Maybe they're thinking, yeah, we've tagged up the A-side player, so surely Magnum's gonna commit towards helping his teammate.
Right, yeah. The critical issue there. Hey, oh, Magnum! They're just taking mad challenges! Carmine Court, this is very out of character, but it's worked very well. Completely surprising PaperX with a change of pace, taking a somewhat late duel over by Mound. And it worked very well for themselves. Shin on fire, they're taking down Divine. Monye noted. Nowhere to run. Nowhere to run on that. Carmine Court. You've seen real different shades of this team in this half alone.
Yeah, and winning out in that sort of round where PaperX are looking to get feisty, get up in your face, take an engagement. Squashed. KC happy to throw bodies on the line. Let's go! Let's go, boys! Energy! Definite. Yes, energy booster, yes. Confidence booster for Carmine Court.
And now a chance to listen to one of the players who's really stepped up here, Martin.
Hello, I'm Martin and I play for Carmine Court. Even though we know we can win against anyone, when our form is good, it's just not there at the moment. And I think the whole team is not feeling the ball. We are not playing at the same level as we did in kickoff, and the team play and comms are just not on the spot. And then honestly, we just choked. So I think that Magnum obviously is a new IGL, but he's learning very fast, and I think his calls are very good. I don't think he fell short from John QT. I think it was a team problem, not Magnum's problem. We for sure are better than that.
15 seconds less, 10. Just no chance, surely. Anything taps in, hoping that a few of these players will be out wide and open! Unbelievable! This time! Unbelievable! Milliseconds available! Celsius is miles away. The Nightfall going to confirm that he's not playing towards Rubble. Narrate, 9 bullets!
For me, as a duelist, I just need to not do stupid stuff, even though I'm having a bad game. I still need to make space and calm. If I ever don't do that, then the game is very hard for the others. So I think it's just me being calm because it's just another match. People shouldn't think that it's death or do match because it just adds on the pressure. It's just about us not having the greatest team play right now, and we're trying to work on it.
Eight to 4, Carmine Court showing us a little of what really enamored us with them during that kickoff phase. Those retakes being very, very solid. Starting to see some of that individual flair coming out from not just Narrate, but also Martin as well. Some great reads from Magnum, a lot of those key elements. Now, on the other side here, flipping the script a little, PRX, it felt like a last-minute change coming in with this comp. I'd be happy to be proven wrong if they say, hey, no, this is where we intend to be, but it didn't quite land where I wanted it to.
No, and I think there's an opportunity to really, I guess, demonstrate it in the second half here, but it feels like in the mid-round, these slow, drawn-out rounds where KC are happy to concede space, not use any utility, they're always going to win out. Let's see. Now Carmine Court are going to approach. Get themselves up mound pretty quickly. The rest of PRX making their way past Rubble right now.
Oh, buddy,
for Monyet to just disconnect, but Martin down to 20 HP already.
He's trying to stay maybe a little posture just to look a little more threatening than he is by a couple more seconds, but that flash should be noted.
It's an open path, so KC looking to potentially reset towards mound, but actually got it pushed forward.
Again, the turret's been dealt with quickly. They should have an idea that everyone's here. They've seen 3 different pieces of utility, and they're just going to flood CT. But already something's going to catch Shin. Can they try and disrupt these final players? It's going to be a playthrough back on short as well. Magnum going to be flashed off the angle. You can already see the smokes be coming up here. The diffuse is going to be starting. It does get denied. Going to be dragged away. Monye, something. PRX looking for. No way! Come off it! Come off it! You got 5 rounds. Relax a little. What are they up to?
It's always the same PRX underneath.
Damn.
What is that?
The crazy thing is, it always almost looks like that's the plan, that's the call. Somebody's saying that. Like, I've got to reload. Oh, I'm going to knife him. I'm going to knife him.
दवाई गया था knife करने.
Screaming.
दवाई कर रहा क्या भाई? मेरे को knife करने दे यार.
Well, that's how they kick off the second half.
No, I'm nervous now. They're just going to do PRX things like.
4 second को oh.
Unconfirmed, but a ton of damage to Monyet.
और बदला लेने के लिए मोनेट कूद दिया नाइफ करने सीधे भाई.
Oh God! Caught on. I don't know what he was caught on there. Smoke out something.
बहुत गंदा, बहुत गंदा.
Lost in the source. Monyet, fortunately, though, can make up for it. Got to bail out the player by door as well. This is.
मोने ने एक के लिए सीधा नाइफ लेके कूद गया भाई वो मारूंगा मैं भी नाइफ मारूंगा 4 सेकंड का बदला लेना है एलेक्स ने जो भाई टेबल तोड़ी उसके बाद मैं तो सीएस खेल रहा था ओह नाइस यार
yeah, find something on the other end of it. The right post up close to it. Just yet could do some damage.
मार भाई
and again good damage. Oh dear. Falls to divide. These rounds are getting weird. Shin left in a 1v2. Can he make something out of it? He might just be able to. Something with a judge and Shin with a dream. He knows it. He knows he's close by. What the hell can Shin do? Oh, a nice try. Something. Making sure he's dead, by the way.
It's just cleared about 8 different angles in half a second. It's such an awkward spot here underneath C site. But yeah, I was mind-free looking to smoke something because he's out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, just drifting.
If he'd just come out of sending a smoke somewhere. So it looked like he was reloading. But that was him just pulling back out the Bulldog.
Yeah, that was really weird on me. I don't know what happened. That whole round was just, you know, all out there. 8-6.
Carmine Court looking to continue pressuring towards Mound here. It's a switch up, something on the other side of this.
Well, I don't feel like something's going to do some nasty work here.
He's hanging around.
भाई भाग जाओ just पूरा full push है भाई.
Yay, run.
Get out.
What the hell is going on? A late smoke towards main, but they might just disrespect it. They know they can.
Bye
something down a little low.
मान नहीं रहा भाई.
Ferocious about this. Shin trying to play ahead of it, but it's Magnum to find him. Oh, Monyet with a belting shot on Martin. Still going to find value even just with that Sheriff. Where the hell's the rest of the squad though?
For a crunch back through the door here, potentially. KC in the danger zone.
Whoa.
As soon as this opens up though, it's a 2-way street.
Magnum
भाई थूक दिया उसको.
could get played in on this. It's Shin with the spam to catch him. And now the odds are looking less and less likely for Paper Expert to close that gap, but you can never write these guys out. Shin just controlling on the site though, really keeping a firm grip. Magnum denies the door. And the options for Mindfreak have pretty much dissipated for those last couple of kills.
Yeah, going to be weird coming out of this round as well, because
to
have some credits left in the bank. Casey's round win here almost gives them a huge opportunity to double down on this. Knocking on the door of double digits as well. First ult cycle just about coming on for a few members of Carmine. So yeah, narrate 2 away, Shin 1 off the TP. Magnum and Martin about halfway. Something expecting to have the Blade Storm at least here, buying down to 550, and it's like actually considering throwing everything in here. Forsakenness to concern that far away from the showstopper as well. He's only got a Sheriff. Switch up here from KC though.
Good luck, Divine. There is hightailing it away, which is probably the right
call.
Now, if you're Carmichael, you're still going to do somewhat of a diligent clear. You can't be too lackadaisical about it, but there's a pace to them. They want to get this early starting quite quickly.
Oh,
the player towards topside CT. There is a lot more there now. Narrate though going to take away something. He's just holding the line. He's willing for a fight. This guy's almost welcoming the fight. They haven't gone for the plant yet, so this is getting a little dicey, but they're holding for maybe this reaggress.
They know that Paper X will try and pre-take the site here, but it's punished. It's picked apart by Carmichael. And it's a flawless round to find double digits. The money coming into question now for Paper X. We know there's no timeouts. There's no opportunity to take a breather. Carmichael really starting to dial up the pressure here.
Well, I feel like this echoes back to almost our starting point of this entire matchup. It's the question of form. We've seen what Paper X can look like in map 1 when it's terrifying, when they are in that full fight and flight mode, just flying at you across the map. And here, missing a little bit in that regard, whereas KC started to hit towards where they'd want. Late swing comes out and they're hunting them down. Already Paper X not going to take the foot off the gas by any means. Didn't get the connections they want. This drift from
what the hell?
Vi's got to be careful though.
Yeah, no chance to get that weapon cycled across. Should have a ton of information of how much presence there was towards C. Paper X haven't necessarily rotated just yet. Now, actually, yeah, the rifle is retrieved, so Monnier has that in hand now.
And with the loss of Magnum, there is a chance for some of these flanks to work, maybe, but they've decided against it, right? Opting against. Site's going to get cleared. No one there. Backfilling that space, though, you're going to see something try and maybe thread the needle, but look at the spike. Look where it's heading.
Hook, line,
great
and
read.
up.
Great read here.
Yeah, Paper X have taken the bait. And enough time will pass here where they have a chance to at least get back on, as long as KC are quick about this one. Yeah, finally coming through. Open path towards Mound. Plenty of opportunity. Shin now in a position to play spoiler.
Come on, something.
But not noted.
Shin by free giggles niकालेगा भी.
A lot of players there. Martin this time in the position Magnum was in before, but again, they don't have the weaponry to really close this down. You can see that late look does get handled, but they've had no success elsewhere. I'm just eyeing up Monnier. Hold on, I'm eyeing up Monnier. What is this man up to?
Huh?
He's got to beat Martin, and he's got to do it fast. Yeah, absolutely not. What is the plan here? There's no time for this. This feels... Wait.
Is there time for this? No, it's not.
No.
Close, but no cigar. Yeah, not even. I thought it was way more than that.
I know.
I was like, yeah, no, he's like a second off here. Huh?
Shit यार, बहुत close था भाई. बहुत
KC
close
find
था.
11 though.
Bloody hell.
Yeah.
बहुत late बैठा है यार वो, बहुत late बैठा है वो. 0.25. 1/4.
Close, didn't it?
Yeah.
Of a second.
A little touch and go. I mean, if anything else happens here, it's Martin to fall first.
Yeah.
Then actually that divide pays off.
Yep, right. Go back in, this time with a buy though. Just coming up for PRX, but still, it's sticking the landing. That's been the hard part. TP gets taken and committed to, so you're going to have Shin towards CT. He can confirm site's clear. Just got to be careful over towards that waterfall side. Seeker's going to come through as the answer as well. So Plant going to be going down uncontested.
Pressure's going to be coming back in spawn here. The paranoia a little off kilter.
Paranoia late aaya yaar.
Second punch is beautiful, but he's found it.
Shin is just unleashing. Oh, that's stunning from Shin. 3 back-to-back. Full control in CT. He fancied a bit more, didn't he? But something going to quell that aggression.
Safe की call आ चुकी है already.
They don't have step to sight. They don't have the ability to clear these deeper position players. Now, Magda might have caught an audio cue or two there. But still, this is looking like 12. Carmine Court. Maybe giving us a game here. Hoping map 3 could be that highlight between these two. As Narrate does take away Mind Freak. There's just no mercy in these players. After map 1, after what was being done to them, they've come back with an answer.
Same score tha.
But a much more convincing map victory it will feel like as well.
Yes.
I mean, Eng saying, you know, yeah, you don't know what to do. We don't know what to do versus a team like this. We've never been tested like this. To still come out of map 1 with a 13-10 and then play like this on Lotus. You've got to be feeling fantastic.
Puts faith back in the system, doesn't it? Stepping up to the plate here. This map, you could argue, was one of the crowning jewels of their map pool throughout regular play, but still, actually might get a bit of a fight here. First time we're seeing a bit more pressure put in by PRX over towards this rubble side. So Carmine Core may not get the complete run of the house. They absolutely don't. Forsaken going to take down Shin. Not going to get the bomb. Oh my god, there's a lot of players. Only going to get
so much damage.
But he can't make it away. Martin, yes, left low. Narrate down low. And something is behind him. Martin, excellent work from him. Heads up work from Martin. And now there was one. Monnier with a judge and 3 players.
Yeah, not going to get played in either.
No.
Let's try and recover a weapon here. Fully reset for the 1v3 elsewhere.
1v3 में भी देख रहा कितना संभल के गया.
Martin down to 56, Narrate on 42. Definitely a chance. I mean, he's got the right read on this as well. He's going to be in a position pretty close by when this plant does come through.
Yeah, he's not a million miles away. That doesn't really help matters for him.
Well, he's going to be on the outside of it, though.
Oh
my god, where did that just go?
I don't know, but Monnier's got him played in here. That's a freebie! And now there's problems. Oh, Martin! He's caught him! He just got a grip on him at the end there. Because there was a window of chance, Mike. But 13-6. Carmine might actually have a game on our hands. I want this to go distance. I want it to be a damn good map 3.
I think we definitely do, Lauren. I mean, Narrate and Martin, the
1-1 हो गया भाई, 1-1 हो गया. आओ भाई BGMI खेलेंगे. थोड़ी देर एक्सप्लोर करूँगी यार. Wait a second. अभी बंद क्यों हो गया? We won't play it. But कैसा चल रहा है? क्योंकि मैंने डाउनलोड कर लिया डेटा पूरा. चालू क्यों नहीं हो रहा भाई? अबे? Why the hell did it not start? क्या है भाई? काल हो गया चालू होने का. नेटफ्लिक्स खोलना पहले ऐसा कुछ है. इस बार नहीं करूँगा मैं वो. आगे आ रहा है स्क्रीन आ रहा है आगे. ये बहुत बार हो गया. Third map is Ascent and Ascent. वहाँ पर अटैकिंग होगी पहले PRX की. नेटफ्लिक्स प्लीज वेट कर लो भाई कने आदर्श इज प्लेइंग नहीं अबे यार क्या नाटक है भाई प्ले पे क्लिक कर देना चाहिए था क्या एक बार और ट्राई करूँगा नहीं होगा तो फिर नहीं करेंगे ट्राई वैसे मैं एक बार नेटफ्लिक्स पे लॉगिन करूँगा बैटरी भी कम बच रही है मेरी इसको ओपन करके ये रन साइलेंट रेस अब ये नहीं बंद होना चाहिए
To read.
पता चल लगा वो टाइम लगेगा एक और गेम अपने पास जो हम खोल सकते हैं यार आईपैड यार जैम सिटी या फिर गेम वो गंदा था जो बंद हो जा रहा है अपने आप The game, this game downloads data while playing. We recommend playing on Wi-Fi. Thank you. मेरा Wi-Fi अभी अच्छा नहीं है लेकिन. I think we should explore more of the mobile game side. जब मैं पुणे में रहूँ क्योंकि वहाँ पे मेरे पास अच्छा इंटरनेट है तो I guess we can. Monday 4 मार्च अभी नहीं भाई क्या डेट दिखा रहा है ये बहुत मच्छर हो रहे हैं भाई कितनी लोडिंग लेगा Which या wizard? We're gonna take wizard. Which तो अपलोड किया हुआ है bluish रखें एक सेकंड में गया मैं वापस ये मेरा जैसा जो लाइन है मोटी सी ये ठीक लग रही है मुझे इन दोनों में क्या फ़र्क है भाई अच्छा ऐसे ही ठीक है। अबे बालों को क्या हो गया? अबे यार अच्छा कैरेक्टर बनाया था, कहाँ हुआ उसका भाई? अरे साइको भाई सॉरी चैट नहीं देखी मैंने। ये क्या है? आईपैड से कैसे स्ट्रीम? आईपैड से यार वो एक ऐप है स्ट्रीम चैम्प करके, उससे कर रहा हूँ। सॉरी यार मैंने चैट नहीं देखी यार, कोई था नहीं तो मेरा ध्यान नहीं गया। अबे तेरे ऐसे की तैसे वॉच पार्टी कर रहा हूँ अभी, वो चल रहा है थोड़ा, क्या बोलते हैं इसको। अभी ये हो गया, अगला कैसे करूँ भाई सेलेक्ट? अभी ब्रेक चल रहा है तो सोचा कि गेम खेल लेते हैं वैसा। भाई फीवर लग पड़ी। अरे भाई क्या हो गया? वायरल हो गया? ये आप भी बेंगलोर में रहते हो ना भाई, पानी वानी की समस्या तो नहीं हो रही? कैमरा में दूसरे ऐप पे फ़ोन पे चला रहा हूँ, आईपैड पे से स्ट्रीम कर रहा हूँ। ओके खेला ये वाला गेम हॉगवर्ट्स लेगेसी? I can't have I've been reading Hogwarts a history and blah 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 blah. काश के डायलॉग्स बोल भी देते तो मज़ा आ जाता। रॉन की जगह रोवन कर दिया भाई का, ये भी सही है। वॉल्यूम वॉइस लो है। अच्छा रुको मैं करता हूँ, ठीक करता हूँ। लग रहा है वायरल 2 दिन लेता हूँ, 2 दिन लेता हूँ। क्या ले रहे हो भाई? गेम का वॉल्यूम कम है, मेरा वॉल्यूम कम है। गेम का तो मैंने बढ़ा दिया, वो स्ट्रीम कम कर रखा था क्योंकि यूट्यूब ये स्ट्रीम कर रहा था ना। वो स्टार्ट हो गया, छोड़ो।
The problem is with this composition, KC have so many opportunities to re-engage, to catch your timing, catch PRX off guard. In round 1, definitely already an indication of that. PRX got to have their wits about them. Like you said, in that chaos, able to get a trade back, but so there's just a ton of utility to work with here.
1-0 by. Come on, PRX.
A little bit of an exchange here towards A main. It's orb retrieved here. Monnier. Back on the raise again, and questions about just how turbulent some of these composition changes are.
It must be brutal as a player to be kind of, you know, almost getting whiplash from this sort of back and forth roll-wise, but again, Monnier map 1 was exceptional. Really highlight credit to his capability, but map 2, I mean, wasn't exactly the headline star, but they've actually got themselves a sight here.
Look where Monnier's got himself into as well. Tucked into market.
Mike मैं actually change किया headphones.
The timing on the reveal here. Gonna have his hands full. Gotta be careful.
उसमें echo हो रही थी.
Did he hear?
बढ़ा सकता हूँ. अब तेज आ रही होगी. अब कैसे आ रही है? तेज आ रही है क्या?
I think he's very aware. No naughtiness here. Spike planted. Now all of the PRX players are going to be on that site. Here. Any kit, one paranoia. Oh.
क्यों जाना है भाई?
No uncertainty about that. Forsaken falls. this is just going to get very difficult. They can't really springboard off the back of that utility either. Yeah, just outgunned, overwhelmed, 5 alive, and a defusal.
At least they got the plant. पूरा बढ़ा हूँ, ज़्यादा तेज नहीं हो जाएगा.
And tough for Monnier really gets himself into a very dangerous position here, but
230% है ये.
Well played.
400% कर दिया मैंने.
Concede once again, which has been the approach time and time again for Carmine Core.
एक और आइडिया मेरे पास, पता नहीं उसे वर्क पड़ रहा है कि नहीं.
Play start to really fizzle out.
अब कैसे साउंड आ रही है अब बताओ.
Clinical on the retake. Throw some weapons in the mix now. Rifles for PRX. See what they can get done.
इधर पे smoke.
Proactivity potentially here from KC.
ये तो नई जगह देख रहा हूँ smoke की.
On the other side now. Martin. Tomazi unchecked though.
Oh.
Consider it. Sure.
अभी ठीक है. Okay, okay, okay. 400% पर है भाई.
A glance there from Martin. Not going to see anything, so kind of frees him up in position, right? Store comes in towards short, Shin going to hear
इतने टाइम से कुछ आवाज नहीं था. ओ भाई ऐसा क्या? लोग तो बात कर रहे थे यार मुझसे.
Top middle is the end goal, and Martin's waiting. They actually outdo him there. A nice opportunity, but it closes, and Shin just going to try and play forward. Paranoia landed, but
बच गया था भाई.
Yeah, thought he had that one. Not the case. PRX. 5 standing, couple of them lower, but it's going to be Tomasi the first to draw blood. Something on the trade out, and now Narrate sweeps his way through middle.
ऊपर देख लेता भाई.
Magnum can win out here, but traded by Forsaken. Now Narrate finds himself in a 1v2.
Forsaken initiator खेल रहा है.
2 HP as well.
भाई साहब. नहीं 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 HP नहीं है भाई, HP नहीं है. Something Forsaken दोनों initiator खेल रहे हैं. Sentinel छोड़ दिया कि इन लोगों ने खेलना.
He's going through all those options, just a flash to try and get him on the cross there, but Forsaken I think was unaffected by it. So just sits fine, plays patient, and you're right, there's respect being shown there and knowing who you're up against.
Watching mobile. अच्छा ओके. आपके मोबाइल की वॉल्यूम बराबर है ना लेकिन? क्योंकि बाकी लोगों को सही आ रही थी साउंड अभी तक. भाई ऑलमोस्ट मर ही गया था दवाई वहाँ पे.
They know it's a fake. KC know that this is the plan.
Yeah, let's go. Come on, PRX. WGaming.
Team looking to potentially get a little aggressive towards mid.
अबे तोड़ दे भाई.
Oh, the backup! Perfect timing from Martin, holding them at the door. This is nice from him. Starting to heat up throughout the series, trying to find his footing. These international events looking much better now. Tomasi gets to play back in once that pressure got taken away. 3 in this round. Wants a 4th, gets a 4th. Flawless for Carmine Core in map 3.
30% है, clear है अभी. एक बार में 70% करो, बताओ कितना दिस आ रहा है बस.
So much supportive utility to both sides.
30% तो बहुत कम है यार. मैं at least उसको 70-80% देता हूँ. भाई क्या लाइनअप हुआ है यार ये लोग यार. एक सेकंड में ग्लिम्स मिला तो उसको बंदे का उसने मार दिया उसको. एक गिरने वाला था भाई वो.
Stage. Don't worry.
So many 4K moments.
No, this game should be fine.
Who was it that fell off at EMEA? Was it Magnum that fell off his chair? It was actually, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yes. Exactly.
That was shouting.
That's what the analyst desk is there for.
PRX का टाइम आउट आगे गाली खा रहा हूँ सब.
Appreciate you.
साला तुमसे साले अटैक नहीं हो रहा है. WGaming का बोलते हो.
There has been a time. PRX feeling as though they don't have a grip on this one, and I've got to say, in my mind, I
a recurring trend, honestly, of early timeouts. They're almost hitting the panic button.
66 के watching है ना. 50 के सिर्फ PRX की वजह से है.
But also in my mind, this wasn't a map that I've really seen Carmine Core lean on throughout regular season.
No, I mean EMEA was a hard-fought overtime versus Vitality with a different composition, yes. So definitely not something you look at as a comfort pick, but potentially if this is the composition that, I mean, it has a lot of potential.
Yeah. Nasty look goal.
Seeing the breach toyed with
webcam iPad से नहीं, webcam iPhone से है.
4 rounds of pass back
there. देखोगे तो यहाँ पर स्क्रीन चल रही है.
some of these situations
iPad
just how
पर
much value
और
it can have.
दूसरे फ़ोन से चैट रीड कर रहा हूँ क्योंकि इस पर नहीं कर सकता और इस पर कैमरा है.
Gotta be careful in this sort of round though. Narrates really sticking to this fight. Didn't want to back away, but has to be cautious. The sheriffs are out, and that rifle would have been wise possession to bring into the clutches, but slow work in middle and a pop flash to follow. That's what I like to see. Just that tempered aggression every now and then thrown in. A dash of it. Controls mid and Narrate feeling this, confident now, willing to fight and willing to win. Two big picks. Even Mind Freak and Forsaken really in a position to make much of this. Losing one in mid and 2 by A main doesn't give you a great deal of forward play here. Magnum got it too. You know, Shin in the end to actually claim it. He's all assists.
उनको पता है यहीं पर है.
Mind Freak 1v5 with a Bulldog. Looking like it might be another flawless, and it is. Speaking of recurring trends, flawless so far by KC. Firing that one blip.
अभी भी मैं ट्राई कर रहा था, पर मैंने क्लोज हो जा रहा था बार-बार.
Feeling very, very comfortable for them. Ultimate's coming online now for PRX.
मेरे पास भी iPad 9 सेटअप का आइडिया दे दो. हाँ तो ऐसे ही करो ना, मैं भी तो ऐसे कर रहा हूँ. उस पर आप ऐप डाल लो, स्ट्रीमिंग की बहुत सारी ऐप मिल जाएंगी. स्ट्रीम
the null command something to really shut down a fast execute. So
जो मैं यूज़ कर रहा हूँ स्ट्रीम चैनल, ये डाउनलोड कर लो.
Is in range.
Easy भाई. कैमरा आप वैसे भी नहीं करते हो
Willingness to challenge it. Martin unafraid.
आप तो आप लाइव कहाँ करते हो? रिकॉर्ड पे डालते हो ना.
But it's not just one side, it's both.
iPad का पेन लिया है, एक बार भी यूज़ नहीं किया.
Molly's got to know there's something over here. What the hell was that? Barrow's going to go. Was one of the players ahead of it. I'm waiting to see. Oh my God! No! Come off it! What is going on? Molly flies through the air. Finds all three of them, and the sight's theirs. I can't believe it. This guy is just unreal.
अरे यार.
What a round from him.
A flawless in response.
अब तो रिकॉर्ड को डालने के लिए प्राइवेट से कर सकते हो ना तो भाई. इन गेम तो फिर इन ऐप रिकॉर्डिंग से. स्ट्रीम करना है तो फिर ऐप यूज़ कर सकते हो. कैमरे की दिक्कत नहीं है आपको तो. भाई तीनों वहीं भागे. अल्टीमेट कोई नहीं मरा उसकी. सब गन से ही मरे हैं.
That is wild.
That
almost like a second satchel.
Yeah.
वो भी सोच रहा था क्या हो गया भाई.
That scared me to my core. What a way to nullify that confidence, put him back.
भाई मैंने अपना हाथ ऐसे
Position to work forward.
टेबल पे मेरा फोन ना टिल्ट होने लग गया था ऐसे करके. बॉडी पे टिका हुआ है. वाइब्रेशन हुआ तो टिल्ट होने लग गिरने लग गया वो. तो पकड़ने चक्कर मैंने एकदम से हाथ मारा. हाथ मेरा टेबल में गल गया बहुत तेज यार.
Something will be rewarded here in these reclearances. Main started around.
दुबई से मंगवाया 7,000 कुछ पड़ा है. ओह मैं तो नकली वाला आई तो पेन यूज़ करता हूँ. देखो पर चलता मस्त है वो. 7,000 तो बहुत दे दिया आपने. मेरे ये 1800 कुछ का है. ये पर मस्त काम करता है. कोई दिक्कत नहीं आती इसमें. Exactly like ना ओरिजिनल.
Some more space cleared through here for PRX.
ऑब्वियसली एक दूसरे से ज़्यादा रहेंगे थोड़ी सी, पर प्राइस उतना ज़्यादा भी तो है. भाई मार्टिन को ऑफ करना सिखा रहा है भाई. अरे ये कैसे नहीं मरा? रेड कैसे नहीं मरा? ये में इतनी नाटक है ना भाई. इतने नाटक है में भाई. नो फ्लैश ये वो.
And just springboarding off the back of that flawless round.
They're beautifully done. An opportunity to find their way back in. Maybe Shin thinking that Tomazi cut enough audio they can get away with such a TP.
उल्टा नाम दिख रहा होगा शायद स्ट्रीम पे. किंग वन नाम से कंपनी है. पर इसमें भी जेस्चर्स भी अवेलेबल है. इसमें जेस्चर रीजन कि आप पीछे टैप करोगे बैक हो जाएगा. डबल टैप करोगे स्क्रीनशॉट्स वगैरह ले सकते हो. वो सब चीज़ें भी हैं इसमें. मेरे साथ गलती हो गई थी कि मैंने इसका ना एक आता है सेकंड जनरेशन, 3 जनरेशन, फर्स्ट जनरेशन, थर्ड जनरेशन. फर्स्ट जनरेशन जो था नॉर्मल था, फंक्शनलिटी वाइज तीनों ऑलमोस्ट सेम है. पर फर्स्ट जनरेशन जो वो सिर्फ टाइप सी सपोर्ट करता था। सेकंड जनरेशन जो था वो वायरलेस सपोर्ट करता था, लेकिन उसमें टाइप सी सपोर्टिंग नहीं थी। मैंने गलती से सेकंड जनरेशन वाला मंगा लिया और वायरलेस चार्ज होता नहीं भाई मेरे में, वो दिक्कत हो गई। तो मुझे फिर उनको मेल भी किया मैंने कंपनी को, और उनसे फिर कोड वोड लेके मैंने थर्ड जनरेशन वाला मंगाया जिसमें वायरलेस भी होता है चार्ज और टाइप सी भी होता है चार्ज, तो मैंने वो मंगाया फिर।
And awareness shown here from PRX, the way something's creeping up mid here to
फालतू
try
कर
and
जाओगे
isolate
वाले को।
Magnum all the way in spawn. You see they're trying to rectify the issue. I guess negate some of that mid-round power that they have for this composition.
वो obviously अच्छा होता है और functionality wise सब बढ़िया है इसका, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है।
Start where he was felt almost omnipresent, right? Like everywhere he went, he was finding value. So interesting to see that dynamic shift there.
Let's go. Thank you.
Approaches for
Dubai.
PRX again,
यार
despite
भाई
not
मेरे को
committed,
गिफ्ट
so
कर दो
I
यार।
feel as if it's
ये
going to be a
आपकी
slow
वाला
approach here.
मैं यूज़ करता हूँ क्योंकि मैं ऑफिस के नोट्स वगैरह से बनाता हूँ या फिर स्केचेस वगैरह करनी होती है तो वो इसमें करता हूँ।
Say that. Monye's all the way up short now. Boobot will go in, but won't spot Narrate, but a wide swing will. Narrate caught completely off guard by this aggression.
I just invested that, so you're going to be off with the timing a little, maybe feeling a false sense of security as something clearing as he goes. Worried about CT, but it's Tomasi close by. That Prowler is very indicative of presence. He knows they're on the way. Bail out. Martin going to find the mid presence. Monye falls. Tomasi didn't get that timing right. Divide already over towards lane, and the site will be waving PRX's banner. The plant's going to come in uncontested here.
Still got somebody disconnected as well. A couple more players, something. The operator posting up here. Martin to find another pick.
This guy's on it. Gonna lean on in. He needs help. Oh, I thought he had that. I thought he might have had it. Forsaken's trying to heat up though in a 1v1. Forsaken up against Magnum. Forsaken's read him. He's ahead of it. Oh, he's just done him in. Forsaken gonna bring that scoreline right back up.
अरे निकल गए। ये बेंगलोर का सिचुएशन बताओ ना यार। एक्चुअल सिचुएशन कैसा है पानी के मामले में अभी क्या चल रहा है? बिल्कुल पानी नहीं है, ऐसा कुछ है। लोगों की वीडियो देखो लाइन में लगे हुए हैं भाई।
Crucial kills from Martin here. Winning out no
थोड़ा
operator 1v1.
पहले शूट कर दिया
It's
उसने।
completely caught off guard by Mindfreak's position, I believe. Nonetheless, KC doing everything right on the way
अगर
back
फ्लैश
into
पिक
that
लेता ना तो शायद अगर फ्लैश होता उसके पास फ्लैश पिक लेता तो
it's no difference. Prince repeat. This time Martin reads. Starting to calibrate what's going on in these rounds.
ये full stack
Trying to assess what they're up against.
बहुत मच्छर है घर पे यार। पुणे में बिल्कुल नहीं है।
Presence on short Martin. Has he got more? Not this time. Shin now left wondering, do I swing it, do I wait? But Prowler goes past, but Device still checks. Just such good heads-up work. Narrate can only do so much. And it's even against numbers, Mike. They break through on short again.
अबे स्पाइक उधर डाला हुआ है, क्या कर रहे हैं लोग? भाई स्पाइक प्लांट ही नहीं करनी, अच्छा मोनियट अल्ट कर रहे हैं। फालतू उल्ट किया भाई ने।
PRX their fifth.
अल्ट वेस्टेड। UC हो गया।
See, putting Martin into that position to try and take this engagement.
अब पता चला आपका गेम प्ले ब्रेन वॉचिंग मैचेस।
PRX able to follow through.
अब पता चला।
Curious sort of adjustment we'll see from KC whether or not they.
अच्छा मेरा और वो जो जैसे खेल रहे हैं वो लोग मैच कर रहे थिंकिंग भाई रेडिएंट टू माय दिमाग से मैं बस उतना ग्राइंड नहीं कर पाता मैं।
Relying on some sort of indicator. Relying on PRX to show presence first. And trying to play very reactive based on Magnum's.
ये लोग हर राउंड का कॉमन ही चल रहा है पता है। इस टाइप हो रहा है मिड पे जेट खेल रहा है। उशी और बी पे सिर्फ उनका इनिशिएटिव खेल रहा है। गेट बंद होगा। सेफ प्लांट बढ़िया। थैंक यू भाई थैंक यू। अरे आपने पानी वाला आंसर नहीं दिया यार। पानी वाला क्या सीन है बेंगलोर का? इन्होंने बाइक किया नहीं।
Absorbing all issues from that. What do you want? Do something! What do you think you're doing? And Shen is there.
Round गया.
Where is this final player for Forsaken?
राउंड गया भाई उसने जो 3 शेरिफ ले लिए भाई वहीं खत्म यार समथिंग क्यों ऐसा निकला यार बाहर यार
picks apart PRX, converts a MasterCard Thrifty and ties things up 5 apiece.
And it felt almost frenzied
must
from
kill a
someone to
Martin
jump back into that.
Before I used to follow CSGO reached NG2. Oh nice. Good you learn.
Get mind freaking it.
हाँ ना games देख के तो भाई बहुत कुछ मिलता है.
Strength in numbers here for KC on the back of Martin's heroics.
सोचता हूँ CSC ग्राइंड करूँगे दोनों जगह टॉक्सिक लोग कर रहे
one of the missing pieces of the KC puzzle inside there.
बहुत टॉक्सिक लोग हैं.
We had an off game. It wasn't quite feeling the same, but he's starting to.
अब लास्ट टीम नहीं आए थे. Valorant ही खेल रहा था मैं.
But again, that was around in a drought.
म्यूट करके खेलना ठीक लगता है.
Early utility going to force that.
पानी का मैं कावेरी पानी नहीं है. मुश्किल है सबको टैंकर और रेड इंक्रीज. बहुत सारे लीक्स हुआ करते थे पहले तो अब काफी कम बचे हैं. ओवर पुशिंग मोनिया भाई ओवर पुशिंग. स्टैंड में तुम्हारे गए देखो तुम्हारा मेरा.
This is just such a bloody battle. Both sides just taking chunks out of each other. It's only mindful. There was no plan. He doesn't even have the time on his side. He's looking for a fair fight. He's not going to get too many of them. An opportunity probably just slipping away with Magnum now getting support and Martin just puts the cherry on the cake.
अब क्या भी दिक्कत हो रही है?
AC back in the lead now.
Gelato.
So Mindfreak's got the pit there. Nobody from PRX able to get the plant down, and obviously once that pit comes through, it's that blanket of security. KC able to get ahead of the curve here. Get the doors removed so quickly. That was it. 3 players huddled onto switch here.
Let's go. Keep the energy up. Let's go. Come on. Let's go.
यहाँ पे बड़ा सब मार रहे हैं इनके भाई को.
Clawed their way back in here. And a chance to actually flip this on its head, get themselves a 7-5 half. Weaponry available for PRX. Do have the pit as mentioned, but no other tools.
क्वालिटी बढ़ा के देखते हैं लैग तो नहीं हो रहा है. आई होप लैग ना हो. अब नहीं होना चाहिए. रात हो गई है. लेट्स ट्राई 180p. रेन होना चाहिए तो कुछ हेल्प होगा. पर ऐसा कुछ मैं कहीं तो देख रहा था पहले 300 समथिंग लेक्स थे एंड अब काफी होगी ऊपर कंस्ट्रक्शन वगैरह हो गया है. तो वो एक वो भी काफी मेजर इशू है. कितने कम बचे हैं. उतना कंस्ट्रक्टेड सिटी नहीं ऐसा कुछ है शायद. प्लांट टाइप.
Up for the slaughter and timing this time.
भाई देखो अभी भी देखो मैंने जो बोला था सेम हर लीग वही कर रहे हैं. 3 खेल रहे हैं. 1 मिनट खेल रहा है. जेट 2 पीछे हो गया है और अकेला इनिशिएटर इनका यहाँ पे खेल रहा है.
One and done really is enough for him. Yeah. This situation.
Can get the help from the team, right? That's not too surprising. But can he get any help on the cross? They're backing. Look at the spike. Look what the spike's
got. All the time for this.
Oh,
they have players on side, so they know that the pass not coming on. If somebody can get across A site and deny.
मेरे उनका ही बंदा
नहीं है.
Yeah, Magnum. This is it. That's stall. This could be everything. Magnum. That's everything they needed. What a moment for Magnum.
बहुत ही गंदा बजा दिया भाई. बहुत ही गंदा बजा दिया.
Keeping this in their favor.
मेरा चल रहा दिक्कत नहीं अभी तक. ओके नाइस बाय नाइस. सही चले भाई. बहुत ही सही फंस गए थे वो लोग ब्रीच के स्टन के अंदर. बिल्कुल टाइम नहीं था उनके पास. बिल्कुल टाइम नहीं था. उनको भागना ही था.
That's dreamy for Magnum there, isn't it? So they keep the lead on the half. 7-5. It's a close affair. It's what we wanted for map 3 between these two. We'll be back in just a second.
डिफेंसिव मैप है. आई थिंक ऐसे ओके. हम लोग जब खेल रहे थे टूर्नामेंट तो हम लोगों का 8-4 था फर्स्ट हाफ. हम जीत रहे थे 8-4 से है ना. हम अटैकिंग में हम डिफेंसिव में थे और जब स्विच हुआ है ना जब हम लोग अटैकिंग में आए तो हम लोग 13-10 से हार गए थे. ऐसे नहीं ठीक है. और जबकि हम पहला गेम जीते इससे पहले
take us down, but
बहुत ही
personally, I
बुरा
don't really bother that.
कौन जीता क्लोज चल रहा है हाँ 5 फर्स्ट हाफ हो गया है 5-7 है PRX पीछे है KC लीड कर रहा है बस 7 राउंड से भाई ये राउंड क्या निकाला था 15 HP पे भाई ने यार
The bottom line was we're just not informed like last year. We had this conversation like yesterday or 2 days ago. That's why our split today was a little bit better because we changed the comp for second player race. Monyet said that he doesn't comfortable playing race in split. So yeah, I think we definitely improved like a bit because now I think everyone playing there are comfortable.
हम कब खेलेंगे ऐसा?
I feel like it's a good match because maybe people trying to underestimate us, but in the end of the day we take the W.
Explain Valorant scene best team in
This is the final map.
I am newbie.
Mike, I want a game from both of these where we see the best of their capabilities. See
VCT हर साल एक बार होता है
afterwards a little bit of an issue there, tipping the scales right back in their hands. But
मतलब जो ऑफिशियल Valorant टूर्नामेंट कराता है हर रीजन से टीम्स जाती हैं तो there are 4 regions क्या कह रहा हम कब इसका अच्छा खेलेंगे कह रहा हूँ तो हर रीजन से टीम्स जाती हैं इसमें एक EMEA रीजन यूरोप NA अमेरिका फिर है पैसिफिक और आखिरी है चाइना का नया रीजन लास्ट ईयर ही आया था तो अपनी एशिया से पैसिफिक जो है उधर से PRX डेफिनेटली बेस्ट टीम है बाकी DRX अच्छी टीम है ग्लोबल स्पोर्ट्स जो कि इंडियन टीम है उसमें इंडियन प्लेयर्स उतने नहीं हैं पर इंडियन टीम है वो PRX जो खेल रही PRX ये वर्ल्ड फेवरेट टीम है ऐसे कह सकते हो मतलब बहुत फेवरेट है बाकी अभी के टाइम पे इस टूर्नामेंट में अच्छी चल रही है वो है NA की टीम सेंटिनल्स जिसमें आपने टेंस का नाम सुना होगा टेंस काफ़ी मतलब प्रीमियम प्लेयर बोल लो वर्ल्ड वाइड पॉपुलरिटी सेलिब्रिटी टाइप बंदा है वो CS का था पहले और वेलोरेंट में वो तो वो सेंटिनल से खेलता है इट्स लाइक मेसी एंड बार्सिलोना वैसा वाला सीन है GL है हमेशा से अब बट एक इंडियन टीम है थोड़ा क्या बोलूँ तो ये इतना ओपन कहा जा रहा है भाई
Where are you going to go? I mean, this is exactly the same amount of time
that
was left on the clock for PRX to make the same rotation in the last round of the first half.
लास्ट ईयर तक यूरोप की टीम है फैनेटिक हमेशा जीत रही थी लगातार 2 या 3 बार जीत चुकी है वो हमेशा तो नहीं बोलूँगा 2 या 3 बार जीत रही थी वो भाई फैनेटिक बहुत अच्छी टीम है इस बार वो नहीं आ पाई यहाँ पे उसकी जगह पर देखो EMEA से KC एक टीम में वो आई है और एक और टीम थी हाँ सो जाएंगे शज़ाम कैसे बोला शज़ाम अभी नहीं खेल रहा ना सेंटिनल से
Near the door going down, Shin turns his attention, spots him, sharp, clean work, Carmine Core starting off the second half here with a bang.
बाकी चाइना से अच्छी टीम है EDG करके एडवर्ड गेमिंग उसका एक प्लेयर है कैंग उसका IGN बहुत अजीब सा JM KG करके कुछ है बट उसका नेम है कैंग और वो बहुत तगड़ा ओपर है भाई बहुत ही तगड़ा ओपनिंग करता है वो इंडिया का क्या है VLT हाँ VLT तो नहीं रहा वो PLT टीम नहीं रही GE टीम है पर GE में सिर्फ अब करंट टाइम पे एक ही 10 प्लेयर है बाकी सब इम्पोर्ट्स हैं और अभी हमारा चांस अभी भी है VCT में साल के अभी स्प्लिट होने वाला है अप्रैल में है शायद तो उधर से भी शायद 1 या 2 टीम जाने वाली हैं जो भी जीतेंगी भाई प्लेयर एजेंट्स का मेटा चेंज होते रहता है भाई अपडेट साथ कुछ एजेंट्स हैं जो कि फिक्स है भाई रहती लेती हैं लाइक जेट हो गया रेज हो गया ये रहती है लाइटनिंग के अलावा है ही कौन नहीं मैं वही तो कह रहा हूँ एक ही प्लेयर है ना
Last one to try and pull something across the line, but not getting much play. Yeah, this is looking done for. Yeah, go. Carmichael convert the second.
जैसे कैनीज ऊपर वैसे हाँ कैनीज हो गया अपना या फिर मार्कलॉफ
Martin going to be the one to
नावी भी
lead the charge here. Through away from the blade storm as well, so good early progress. PRX need to answer back.
फेकर का भी कुछ आया था कुछ टाइम पहले वेलेंट में आ रहा था.
Need an early response from them. KC already knocking on the door of double digits. So it might be exactly the same setup here.
स्क्रीन वगैरह भी है इसमें स्क्रीन भी सीएस पे होता था.
Now, do PRX look to explore outside B main? I mean, with the Odin,
क्या नाम था?
imagine not in the hands of Forsaken.
Venera? नहीं.
A three-man stack towards A side behind this Michael.
मेरा CSGO favorite team था WatchParty Pro.
Martin looking to close the gap as well.
Well, that's still uncomfortable there. Yeah, just about kind of evading detection on the other side of it. But Monnier going to be feeling that scrutiny on the side, though. Playing behind Dice, he's got to be careful that they couldn't creep up towards Gen, but...
Look at this, though. KC getting very aggressive towards short here.
On the other side, though, that flash looking very good there. There's the retake towards short. Monnier turns attention and keeps his life. Mindfreak keeping him safe. And PRX really dealing with that very unorthodox pressure very well.
Yeah, felt very comfortable for PRX to back up here. KC making the right noise. He's getting aggressive towards short, pushing all the way through tree, but unable to convert that. It's a crucial kill here.
फिर कुछ बंदे इनको फॉलो करता था मेरा भी. मैंने CS में खेला है, नेशनल पे टूर्नामेंट खेला है. एक किसी ने कराया था यार, किसी ऑग ने कराया था एक. और नहीं मतलब मल्टीपल ऑग्स थे उसमें इन्वॉल्व. उसमें एक टीम मेगा नेट करके. मार्कलॉफ था मेरा फेवरेट प्लेयर. मैंने 1.6 ही खेला ज़्यादातर, गो नहीं खेला. 1.6 का मैंने टूर्नामेंट खेला है. उसमें भाई टीम मेगा नेट थी. Take, Kund, Zeus.
Does it like that 3-2 split again towards his A side. Difference being you've got Divine towards one, you're going to have a little bit of an adjusted setup here, but goes down, going to try and come in. Martin gets dealt with. Quelled and slowed down, and Monnier not really backing away either. Still keeping them both in their place, and Mindfreak just demolishing them on short. The squad's here. They're down on 2 and they know where both of them are.
Zeus का नाम सुना है? Zeus.
Ton of damage done. Still 4 standing for PRX. Magnum's going to try and find something elsewhere on the map, but
मेरा IGN था Zeus.
Might just find something. Yeah, he's already made his way across towards B. Shin spotted here with the jump peak as well. PRX looking very, very well coordinated here in the second half, Lauren.
Bye-bye. He found him. Not in the way he wanted, I'm sure, but Shin now forced to save. There's no good outcome for him in that scenario. But yeah, this is looking different now. PRX starting to get a little bit more of a read, it feels like a little bit more comfort here. So his first couple of rounds, it was...
Kill मिल जाएगा मुझे लगता है Mindfreak को.
PRX closing the gap here.
और ये क्यों पलटा देख लिया था यार उसने यार उसको.
Keeping the rifle in hand, 5 more seconds. Get out with, he came in with 7. Oh dear. Oh dear, don't go that side. Something's there, something's there. Shin keeps it, but that was getting a little scary as well. 9-7, Mike. We've had 2 now consecutive rounds. That has forced Carmichael into a timeout.
PRX will have the upper hand in terms of these first ultimates coming online as well, but another example of a very comfortable hold on A side here, particularly towards short, where the focal point seems to be for Carmichael. There's Monnier on the other side of this as well to counterbalance that, shutting down A main. Happy to stand his ground and fight. Yeah. They just can't dislodge him.
No. And the way he was able to offset the timing with that was just fantastic. Allowed them all to clear back through short, give them that full focus, so he swept back through. It's what you'd be after. Now this time you can see Eng being far more involved. Last round it was Magnum being far more vocal. This time Eng is getting involved here, which again, if you're maybe not watching EMEA, original coach of Gambit, you know, he's coming with a big CV here. He's got some big names behind him. Very highly revered in his job, so it'll be interesting to see what he comes up with as the next question mark for, you know, Carmichael to try and work on.
Ukrainian यही players थे भाई limelight में.
Adjustment here instead.
Currently इसका age match कितना है? I don't think है.
Play Storm burnt up, not necessarily a massive issue.
मैंने
Fun's
ज़्यादा
still
एज के
there to
प्लेयर्स नहीं
support
देखे इसमें
some
इसमें जो मैक्स देखे
weaponry
मैंने
from
शायद 30
Carmichael.
कुछ देखा है मैंने
The other
खुद
side
ही
it
छोड़
has
देते हैं ना
Monye
उसके
and
बाद
Mindfree
या तो
building up
कोचेस
towards
बन
their
जाते
ultimate.
हैं
Something to
या सीसीज या कुछ और बन
set
जाते
the
हैं
advantage in that regard.
ज़्यादा एज के प्लेयर्स टीम ही नहीं रखती ना अब उतना परफॉर्म करते हैं ऑब्वियसली नए यंग प्लेयर्स का व्हाट डू यू से रिफ्लेक्स सब कुछ बहुत ज़्यादा तेज होता है ओल्ड प्लेयर कंपैरिजन में
That's a problem. Martin just about gets in front of it
ये
and
जेट
tries to
जिंदा
keep his
कैसे
head
है
down, not to be connected on. And that's a lot of information, and that's, again, no damage. Ooh, what? He just slingshot over it. This is ridiculous. Something's still alive, but he's nervous, and you know why? He's just seen a whole lot of players coming towards his site. Has his ult, has Monye, and he's just popped his ult as well.
Spikes down on lane.
Oh god, that's a problem. Devi's gonna at least isolate that final man from Massey. They have no
अबे वो
idea where
साइड
he
पर है
is.
इनको पता नहीं साइड पर है वो शिट
Hello? Turn around! Tomasi doesn't need to overcook this. He gets out of the way of the paint shell.
क्यों
Now
कूद
fair
रहा है अंदर भाई
1v1.
उसको प्लांट करना है चिल करो
This is everything. You can see Monye tries to evade it, tries to keep undetected. Tomasi so close to the corner.
Reflex
Monye's
भाई
got
भाई
him. Paper X take another
काफी क्लोज
step
ले गया भाई इको
closer.
राउंड का शायद और
Right
तो
down
वो
to the
ये
wire
इसलिए
though.
फिर अभी आप
Tomasi
उतना
slipping the net.
एक्सेप्शनल हो कि 30 के ओवर में भी आप 20 जैसा compete कर पाओ
And it's perfect timing here. Monye, 2 ridiculous kills to stop this
पर
pressure
वो
flooding
बहुत वैसा
all the
नहीं
way
पता
down
ना
lane towards site,
ऑल्दो
bailing
एक्सपीरियंस है
something
आपके
out.
पास बट वही है गेम मोड चेंज हो रहे हैं और बच्चे भाई 14-15 साल से उनसे ही खेलना अच्छा शुरू कर
Paper
देते
X
हैं
bring it within 1 now. Carmichael back on a purchase. With that investment in the previous, you got to say the advantage now lies
उनका
with
बाय
them
डिफॉल्ट ही
in terms
एज
of the
ग्रुप
ultimates.
कम हो जाता
Something
है
on an operator
30 इज लाइक अब
noted
आप कोच
very
बन
early
जाओ
on in the round.
बस
Tomasi commanding a lot of this space over towards B. I guess with the operator showing his hand early on, they feel like maybe
ये
something's
लोग ऑलमोस्ट
rotated
सेम कॉम्प रख
elsewhere.
रहे हैं बस इनका मिड पर
KC will stack up outside B's site.
डोलिस नहीं इनिशिएटर है
We'll show to the Prowler.
और बी पर भी इनिशिएटर है अरे
The
कुछ
Caesar's
टेको
landed
बाहर है
there.
Yeah,
उधर
that's
फंस
really
गए
lucky
ये लोग
timing to slow this down. And the follow-up, especially on the rate of all players, is so fortunate. Something going to smoke or get smoked off on the cross.
Yeah.
And look at the dodge with Forsaken! The immovable object! Something dips his toes in, catches Magnum. But now the counter-strike back. They start flooding back, winning these fights. Paper X, that flash, they've got to try and make the most of it. That was so good to Massey. Invest in the ult with the flank. Look at Monye. Getting a step or two closer, but the eyes are turned to
ये
Massey.
देख रहा है टॉम
He dropped the plants in, but does he consider it? There's the strike. Oh, it's exceptional from Tomasi. And something will be surely forced to
कैसे
save
भाई
here.
Wow.
Surely.
He's
वो
going back
मॉलिड
in
था
for this.
ऑलरेडी जबकि
Feeling confident, down to 500 credits, not an awful lot left in the bank. Not revealed up.
वो नहीं निकला
Going to try and
भाई
find
वो
the
खुद
kill
भी
onto Tomasi.
नहीं निकल
No,
रहा
thinks better of it now. What a ridiculous opener from Forsaken though.
और सेकंड ने ओपन
And even with
निकाली थी
all of
बढ़िया
that
है
success,
नामुमकिन थी और वो
still KC steady the ship,
मतलब बहुत मुश्किल थी
find themselves double digits here on map 3. I've got to see that again from Forsaken's
Oh,
POV.
yeah. I want to see the whole round again. Just, it felt
As
so...
the C's lands it, it completely takes the punch out of this
chaotic बहुत ज़्यादा है
execution. He then
काउंटर
shuts
स्ट्राइक के
down the
कंपैरिजन
rate.
में
Who had his ult, by the way, going at that point. Here we go.
मुझे वो कैसे गिर मिला भाई इसको बढ़िया ना वो कूदेगा इसके ऊपर
Counter ult comes out, and he read it. He was so ready for it.
So ready.
That's wild.
that was not possible
It's one of those random shorty purchases that you just like, wow.
Maybe. Oh, Tomasi had a round too.
Yeah.
That kind of pressure he brought over towards market, taking that space away, making them so uncomfortable for the retake. So valuable there.
ये 4 सेकंड है
That's unlocked
Very
10
fast pace,
on the
बहुत
board for
ज़्यादा
Casey. Double digits is huge. Paper X got to start
अभी
firing up here.
utilities और ये सब
This is
इतनी
tournament
ज़्यादा
life.
चीज़ें हैं
This is everything. And that's what they needed. Monye gives them two. Backs away. That's Martin. That's the rate gone again. That's with a stinger.
वो भी कह रहा
They
भाई
get the
कैसे
sight,
हो गया भाई
We talked about him being completely unfazed previously. Tomasi
Oh,
turned this back
God.
on his head.
Vengeance served, but still tipped again in the favor of Paper X with that kill from something coming out. Plant is ticking
बहुत
though.
अच्छा रहा भाई बहुत अच्छा
Something's going to get a rifle as well. That's in play. They got to start moving here. Magnum turns his attention. That could be an issue. That could be an opening. Forsaken didn't note it. Oh, Magnum! Is this your moment to shine? Mind Freak.
गन नहीं है उसके पास यार, Mind Freak के पास.
Can he evade the stun? Mind Freak gets the upgrade, gets the rifle, and now they get this extended 1v1. One side now locked off. It's not what he wanted there, but Magnum
Close
now
आना पड़ेगा उसको
the
भाई.
pressure. He's closing him down. Ringer, Rosie. Magnum playing with it. Oh, it's perfect. Magnum getting Casey up to 11.
हाँ ना भाई.
Oh, leading in game by example here.
Absolutely ice cold from
Bad
Magnum.
score चल रहा है अपने लिए यार.
Played to perfection. Mind Freak a little bit of a fumble on the snake bite, but nonetheless. And all of these rounds just seem to start with big wins for PRX. Big wins.
Forsaken in the last round. You had Moniette this round. How much more can they do? They're giving you 2 at the very start. It's showing that depth of KC. They're getting pumped up. They might have PRX on the ropes here, but let's find out. Still a good purchase to play with this time around for PRX. They've got to make this count. The pressure is quick. Narrate off to a good start, but there it is. Forsaken again on the bailout. He'll get you 2 if he can, but Martin answers back. Look at what remains now. Mind Freak on beat, and you're right.
ठीक है. भाई 11 पे जीत गया. हाँ ना भाई. Women's वाला ना.
See, slow things down now. They've equalised.
The head count.
Desperate to find another piece of information, another scrap sent out by PRX. They're waiting for PRX to walk around the map.
They're waiting for that regress. Yep. Divide. I mean, he's not actively doing it. He's kind of repositioned towards B because they're putting a lot of faith in Monier's position. Obviously, short is open, but that's something you'll have to respond to.
I think Tommaso was just calling.
Divide! 1-for-1 trade. Still a player on B.
Again, no way Magnum catches. No way he catches top mid here.
Yeah, not a chance in hell, Monier. Mind Freak, and another 2K cut out from Forsaken. Gonna keep PRX in touching distance. KC aren't out of the woods just yet. Look at that run of rounds. 3 on the trot, the break back through from KC, and an instant correction. How's the money looking for Carmine Court?
Look too pretty. I mean, 2 away from the blade storm, so an opportunity potentially, but the tensions rising here on map 3. Only SMGs to work with here for Carmine Court.
Oh, KC का.
Monnier, definitely an opportunity. Shut down Martin off the rip. No chance of converting that stinger into the blade storm this round now.
Oh, एक पर घुस रहे हैं शायद.
Big opportunity for PRX here. Get a clean round, keep the weapons up, start taking back that momentum. This is huge. Cross should be catched. Yeah, perfect. Divide. Oh, and the adjust really nice.
Shot.
This time. Narrate. You got one. With 18 HP in a stinger and no upgrade close to touch. I think he knows this one is not going to be the round to make the impact in.
ऐसे stage पर.
Already. Something's going to hear it now.
Lovely.
Narrate looking for the round the world. Try and find a cheeky kill, maybe an upgrade elsewhere, but
this is game back on, Mike. This is 10. They've got ults coming online. They've got rifles coming out. They've got Carmine Court back just not under the heel, but this close by.
They should get the respect.
PRX, I guess, off the start of this round. An advantage here in terms of the ultimates. Look at the right side of the scoreboard here. Yes, Carmine Court on the brink.
This is such a key round.
Looks like the pit might
वो AL2 होने वाली है इसलिए.
Down 8 main. Yeah, cause Carmine Court to reconsider.
काफी area cover कर दिया भाई इस build में.
Let's reconsider plan A in this round. You see something counterbalance this with the operator on short.
उसने info ली B पर 4 सेकंड है और इसलिए मिड आ गया वो. देखा कोई नहीं मेन पर.
मिड
पे देखो. ओ भाई मोनेट क्यों आगे भाग गया यार ऐसा. बहुत आगे भाग गया. क्योंकि मोने मिड पर मरा इसलिए 4 सेकंड वापस बी में आ गया.
He has been good for 2.
Something's got the cross. He's giving it up.
Turn away. Back to business. There it is. Fights to Master. That's going to be so revealing.
मार दे स्पैम करते.
Oh, another one. Something. Perfect.
बहुत दूर सर्च कर रहा हूँ। उसके पता ये ट्रैक नहीं हुआ। भाई गलत जगह देख रहा है, गलत जगह देख रहा है। 26 HP।
Something reading it well, checking back on that cross, and it all falling into place.
I can't believe they've tied this up.
11 apiece now. In the
11th hour they do it.
And Carmine Core rocked in terms of the finances as well. Such fine margins here. Something giving up the cross, coming back to it, catching Shin on the second peak. Forsaken delivering time and time again as this B-side anchor.
एक 4 सेकंड करके इंडियन बंदा भी था, उसकी स्टोरी पता है?
SMGs, a blade storm to work with this time
काउंटर स्ट्राइक में था।
PRX don't look like they're letting their foot off the gas at all in terms of aggression. A 4-man probe outside A here to get the orb.
देखो उनको हिंट मिल रही है कि भाई A नहीं हो रहा है इस बार, क्योंकि वो ऑफ लेकर आ गया।
It's an adjustment, right? They're not playing actively on the side.
डोर लग गया, अभी तो पता चल गया।
That is the only adjustment we're seeing here. They're allowing this space, maybe having enough faith in this ult. And these players, oh, it's so good. The timing on that, obscene.
As soon as Narrate popped the ult as well.
Every time he pops his ult, it's just cursed. But Martin going to get one back. Smokes off. Maybe give them a chance on the res here too. This buys time, and it's critical. And now, PRX don't have that next springboard. How do they get to the site? This was with Stingers, Spectres, Sherison and Ult. Where is that next layer? Here it is, here it comes. Martin going to be noted, he is in danger. Can he somehow weather the storm? No. Forsaken puts him away. Now, 4 on the site. Something on the clear. Mindfreak joins in.
Come on, doable.
Starting to sweep the site.
Doable क्या? 4v2 है भाई, easy.
Mindfreak again. That's his side, but Shen can't do enough. PRX.
इन्होंने बाय नहीं किया था
क्या? Gonna put themselves up to 12.
1 सेकंड और लेट होते भाई फट जाता है। 1 सेकंड। इसके पहले वाले मैच में आपने देखा नहीं, 0.25 सेकंड जा रहे थे भाई।
Finding themselves on series point here, but it's PRX to snatch away the hopes and dreams.
क्या निकाला है भाई?
What was that adjustment? Something there.
यहाँ पे लाया उससे।
Oh, here we go.
भाई ने बोल दिया आ जाओ ले आओ। भाई बहुत मेरे को नीचे बॉटम राइट में 1,04,000 लोग देख रहे हैं।
Martin, though, the lifeline given the Carmine Core off the back of his start. That is everything they needed.
Challenge accepted बोल दिया क्या उसने भाई?
There is no safety.
ओह CT से rotation
still change around. Does he read it again? The adjustment, not wanting to play from the catwalk itself, considering maybe they already thought about it, but it's his
देखेंगे, वो definitely देखेंगे क्योंकि last round पे ले गए थे यहाँ से वो लोग।
He is the one that gatekeeps this round.
वो right में देख रहे हैं, left में देख रहा है।
2, is he ready for this? Are they ready for this? You can see Mindfreak moving closer as well.
देखो वो लोग भी खड़े हुए वेट कर रहे हैं, पता है या पक्का वो लगा के बैठा
Just how close it is. Something gives it up.
The timing! I thought he was
भाई बहुत बुरी timing हो
Mindfreak
गई।
not going to be able to do much more. Martin is absolutely activating here, and it's all on Forsaken.
उल्टा हो गया ना यार उनके लिए।
And Jot, this deserves OT. And Martin, the hero of the hour, the hero of Carmine Core, getting them up to 12. And of course this game was going OT.
Absolutely fitting end to this map 3 and this series overall. Martin on the brink of 30 here, digging so deep. KC just demonstrating such a solid understanding
वो समझे कि लोग आ ही नहीं रहे
हैं
यहाँ पे, इसलिए समझ गया कि कोई उनका उसका वेट का पक्का ऊपर में टॉप मिड पे कर रहा होगा। और टाइमिंग थोड़ी गड़बड़ हो गई, 1 सेकंड पहले वो देखता ना तो मार देता वो कायो को।
Blank slate here, round 25, operator in hand for something. KC back on the defense now.
What a great game.
Absolute banger.
Man, you couldn't ask us anything better than this. OT now. Something.
Oh, reveal हो गया भाई वो थोड़ा ही।
Forced away. That gives something the angle.
Pick करेगा वापस pick करेगा।
Are you shouldering that? Are you serious?
उंगली नहीं
Underestimating something when given that information is a critical error.
प्रोफेशनल में तो बहुत
So
ज़्यादा
position
मदद
towards
करता है
pizza, but PRX very quickly disengaged. Spike not committed just yet, so PRX looking to just find these picks. Tomazi lucky to escape with his life here.
इसका stun आने वाला है.
She gets a tag onto something. Down to 80 HP. So it was going to be a stun coming through from Magnum there, but they pulled the rotation. Look at the minimap. KC stacking the chips towards B side.
Dude, घुसो. Obviously उनको नहीं पता, हमको दिख रहा है. But come on, W करो. Oh shit, call आ गई.
Reality of the scenario. If you're a Carmine Core fan, that well, they're not coming B anymore. But they weren't quick on the uptake. They didn't overly dive into here. But the site will be theirs regardless. Do they go for almost the pre-take or do they wait? I think they're going to have to now. Yeah,
nice.
Very close by here.
मुझे
himself propped up on Jen. Massey looking maybe set something in motion here.
मोनिया को definitely 2 kill मिलने चाहिए ऊपर यार. Reveal तोड़ दिया भाई के लिए बस.
Actually doesn't catch it, doesn't even go over the wall.
Now that could have been big too. Paranoia is going to go through, but it's something to find a rate. Swing on in, Divine stands and conquers. Monnier seals it. First in OT is PRX.
चलो दोनों से एक तो मिला बंदे को. Record. Something off
Punch
करेगा.
to the gut of KC. We fought tooth and nail to take this all the way to overtime. Something really starting to heat up now with this operator.
Big game player.
Undeniable value found by him.
Get a bed down, sit down.
Big timeout just came in. I just got a glimpse of it. It's Carmine Core. We're in OT, so it kind of changes it. They're going to slow things down now. That's going to be, again, Eng right back in here. Magnum, again, this is very hard. Once you get into OT, calling becomes not impossible, but it's one of the hardest things I feel because it goes out of the normal realms of reality. You're not playing a standard game anymore. So I think this is a good time to pump the brakes and try and check back in. Calm the nerves a little. You've still got a very young team here.
Exactly, yeah. Like we said, we talk about, obviously, KC's opportunity here to really claim one of the international titans of Valorant and a victory over them. Again, uncharted territory for this roster. Shin, the only real legacy really remaining from Carmine Core. Everybody else, newcomers, other than Magnum, to the international stage.
Come on,
lots to consider here. Extremely tense as we enter round 26 here. PRX drawing blood first in overtime. We're back on the defense now. Same setup, or similar once again, from Carmine Core. Actually, the combo cats, no, it doesn't. Actually, finally, Monnier punished in this position. It's been so difficult to dislodge him from there.
Oh, he's been near on prolific at his damage. How many rounds? 2 kills, 3 kills, just impact.
कोई मिड नहीं देख रहा भाई, देख रहे हो कॉन्फिडेंस देख रहे हो.
There's bodies behind this, Mike. It's not just Monnier. They still have 2 other players, which I don't know if they're expecting that. But now, probably a lot of utility going to reveal who's present on this site.
Again, the other switch up being Forsaken over towards A site. Look at the amount of space that Mind Freak has.
Yeah, huge.
भाई push करने ready.
A ton of information.
ये जाएगा generator जाना चाहिए ये.
But Defiant and Forsaken almost committed towards a site hold here. There's no getting out for the retake.
No, you've got to stand. You've got to try and hold that ground. Martin's in, but he didn't get what he wanted. Switching out to the shorty is Defiant. Forsaken racking up bodies. They've held them back. They're on the verge. I can't believe it. PRX.
Yes.
Keeping hope alive. Taken to OT. Beating Carmine Core. The European Reapers carry on.
Heartbreak for KC. Some real positives to take away from here. And falling, as we've already said, an international veteran like PRX, the shining stars of EMEA. Gave it their all today. And what a fantastic series from start to finish.
it was their first time
Said should be
at
very,
this
very
stage,
proud of their
and they played
performance.
against PRX so well.
Martin becoming absolutely
8-11 था
electric
भाई PRX से,
towards the
लेकिन
end of
यार
this series.
8-11 से
Narrate
उन्होंने
as well,
comeback मारा है.
potentially even, I mean, even bowing out
11-11
here,
लाए, 12-11
potentially
किया और
a top
फिर
5 overall
एक
statistically
round पे.
performance for him. Absolutely fantastic stuff.
And bigger picture, Carmichael losing to Sentinels and PRX is...
Who's going to turn the
जब
nose up
होने
for
वाला
that?
फोर्सेकन है,
I give
इनका
him
स्टार
credit where it's
प्लेयर.
stupid on the other side,
एक
of
और था
course.
जिंग.
The victors today who somehow have been almost sparked back to life. Whatever Heretics did have turned these boys back into gods, and it is terrifying. The resilience shown, the sheer PRX-ness that we saw on map 3, right, was just like something that I feel like I hadn't seen in a while. Some of that explosive potential, seeing just forsaken Monye, and seeing now Monye joining the others towards that top end of the board is exceptional to me.
There's still some real questions about the comfort. As he now dial up the pace towards that.
Say Magnum is a little behind enemy lines, but can he make anything of it?
Tough. With only a sheriff in hand here. Hey, sure, yeah.
यही था. हाँ, ये देखना मजा आएगा. ये देखना न्यू एजेंट आ जाएगा. नहीं फाइनल में रिलीज करेंगे ना, आज थोड़ी आएगा. यहाँ देखना अभी सब दवाई मजे लेगा. समथिंग. हाँ इधर 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 इधर. कोई भी नहीं इधर पे, फिर भी वो बुलेट फायर कर रहा है बकचोदी करने के लिए. कह रहा है क्या कर रहा है साले. हंस रहा है, कैमरा देखो उसका.
For sure, this one up. Hello. A little bit of a something.
Will esports be considered Olympics? यार सुना तो था मैंने. I don't know. Scene क्या है? सुना तो था मैंने. कौन सा गेम, कौन सा ये होगा ये मुझे नहीं पता. Esports will be part of Olympics ऐसा मैंने सुना था. तो मैं वो ऐप दिखाता हूँ आपको जिसे स्ट्रीम करने पर. ये वाला ऐप है. इसके साइड में आता ही है ये सीन जहाँ मेरे ये फेस कैम लगा सकते हो, ये फोटो ऐड कर सकते हो आप, और इन टेक्स्ट वगैरह ऐड करना तो वो भी कर सकते हो. ऐसा है. यहाँ से ये सिस्टम का कितना वॉल्यूम कंट्रोल हो जाएगा, मेरा वॉल्यूम कितना है वो कंट्रोल हो जाएगा. 400 भी थोड़ा ज़्यादा हो गया, सॉरी. ओरिएंटेशन ऑटो है, सीन सब सेट कर सकते हो. बाकी ऐड करने का ऑप्शन ज़रूर दिया हुआ है. सेलेक्ट सीन टाइप, गेम प्ले सीन, मीडिया सीन. ओह ये भी है, नाइस. मीडिया सीन, वॉच पार्टी ऐड करते हैं, क्या कैसा दिखता है, लेट्स सी.